Cool. So, welcome back. We are past the dice, doing another Daggerheart adventure. So, just kind of like a quick, swift recap from where we last left off. Party had made it to Siren's Bell. You guys ended up talking around, spending the night, enjoying some of the festivities or the drinking that was happening. And you notice that, like, the town itself, they seem relatively lighthearted, but there is a darker past to Siren's Bell that you're kind of just getting little nuggets here and there for. Ended up finding the night's rest and deciding in the morning after getting supplies that you were going to pick up one of two contracts that were available. There were the Redcaps up north in a forest. And then there was another one. I know.
It's the sea
correct.
monsters.
There's these creatures that were coming into town late at night. I wasn't positive since it is the three of you currently. As we get back into the actual story itself, which would you like to go ahead and choose, or would you like to go a completely different route?
Is there a difficulty setting? Difficulty thing on?
Like how many skulls?
The quest bars? Yeah, how many skulls we got?
It's always max. It's always max.
Cool.
I've always said person.
Yeah, but we can't do the main.
No, we can't do the main for sure, but we can do.
We're missing a healer.
Right, but healers.
You guys did get a few potions.
Yeah,
guys did.
As I remember.
We can try and kill sea monsters because they're in town still.
I think that would be a good idea personally because I think that's.
I feel like Redcaps would be tougher.
Yeah, they're in the forest.
Okay.
And I played Baldur's Gate, and I know how tough they are.
How forests can be.
So I'll go ahead and you guys just ended up leaving and heading over to
The leather worker.
I think it was an actual shop, and of course our note taker is gone.
Yeah, the shop was the forge area. We were heading over to the leather.
There was no leather workers. There was someone that sold leather armor.
Yeah,
Leather
that's
armor, that's where we're going.
Yeah.
I think.
And of course I didn't take notes, so that's always wonderful. So it was like Bit Bops and something or other, and it was ran by a little goblin that Hawthorne met the night prior to.
Yeah.
And
Your
her name
lady.
started with a T. My brain is...
Teresa.
We'll say that her name is Tracy.
Tashonda.
Tashonda.
It's probably Tracy.
I don't know, it was something else. Anyway, so you all ended up leaving Nub's shop.
Hell yeah, best character in the game.
Loves potions.
And you're heading on over. So let's just say that we're going to go ahead and head that way.
Yes.
Because I know some of you are missing attire.
We're naked.
Yeah, a little naked at the moment because you have set some things for contract. You know that within a day or 2 days, some 3 days, your commissions will be done.
I think Hawthorne's is in 3 days.
Yes, I believe so.
Ours is in 2, I think.
Sounds right.
So you guys head on over to... we're going to call her...
Terry.
Terry.
That's what you said.
Terra. No,
Terra.
Terra is actually a player.
Tashonda.
Tashonda. We're going to call it Tashonda.
She's
Fuck it, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Goblin names for some reason. Tashonda.
And demonetized.
Not the goblins.
Yeah.
So you guys end up going over toward the east side of town, and you notice as you're approaching the east side of town, you can see once again the cathedral where the scholars are kind of setting up camp, so to speak, where they have all their data. You also know that the leader of the couriers did want to talk to you at some point in time during your stay about the quests that they have for you in the water temple.
Okay.
Right, the main quest line.
Correct. But right next to there is Tashonda's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it. Tashonda's.
Yeah.
Tashonda's Bit Bops and things.
Yeah. Tashonda's stolen items.
You end up walking onto the inside, and you hear the sound of like the bell that kind of jingles ding, ding,
Black market stuff.
as you walk onto the inside, and you see this goblin girl. She has kind of a longer nose, sharp features, and has like a kind of a blue turban kind of going on top of her head. And she immediately greets all of you. What can I get for you? You lot?
We are looking for leather armor.
Ah, leather armor, yeah?
Yes.
I do have several leather armors here. I have one of standard quality and superior quality. Do you need anything other than just leather, though?
You get anything else?
Anything else?
Let me check my gold.
We're taking.
Yeah, what's the cost also?
Yeah, we're taking on a quest for.
Ooh, a quest!
It's
You
for
see she gets excited
the
and she
town.
claps her hands.
The town apparently is being attacked.
Attacked!
Yes, mermen are coming in the night.
Barnacle
Sea
boss.
monsters coming
Ah,
through the night.
I've heard about these things.
So we need some armor to protect ourselves and try to stop them.
Think you want something a little better than leather?
We have something in the shop, but I was wondering if we take on these sea monsters, could we get a discount for protecting the town?
Oh.
Persuasion.
Go ahead and roll a presence roll.
That's smart, dude.
There you go. There you go. Thinking.
Does anyone want to give me hope?
got it.
0 presents.
Yeah.
Take it.
You take it? Alright. How are you helping?
I kind of like stand heroically, like with my hands on my hips, accentuating my firearms.
So you like give yourself a little heat wave to
Hopefully
move your cape.
Hopefully
Yeah.
she saw
Alright,
you
alright.
make
Use a
that
coat.
one shot.
I like that. I like that. Her eyes are fixated to Eddie at the moment.
Oh yeah.
And I'm saying it for like both of us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As the group.
7, 8, 9, 11.
11?
With hope.
Well,
11 with hope, plus 6.
Whatever. Yeah. 17 with hope.
you're going to save them from the mermen, I heard. Excellent news. Yes, of course you could have a discount. Absolutely. I'll say that for standard leather armor, you would just need one whole bag of gold. For superior,
You have that.
I would need
We have handfuls.
2 bags.
2 bags.
Oh wait, so
Alright.
Sean, so these are handfuls.
Those are handfuls.
Yeah, we're fighting naked.
So how much is a bag?
You need 6. I think we established
So
handfuls. Make a
handful.
bag.
Yeah. So one. Okay. So 6. So because each one is a handful
Yeah.
is 6. So that equals 1 bag.
Yeah, 'cause 6 coins is 1 handful. 6 bags is 1. There's 6 handfuls is 1 bag.
Correct.
6
Right.
handfuls is 1 bag.
Correct.
Yeah, 6 and 6.
Yeah.
So 1. So
Yeah,
I don't
4.
have enough.
No, we're poor.
Okay.
You guys use a lot of money to be able to get
Emotional.
some of the armor.
Well, I had
upgrades.
6 to start with, so that would have taken up the whole.
You used 2 already.
Yeah.
Alright, we're fighting naked.
Oh, okay. Well, unfortunately, we don't have the guild.
Don't you have some armor or something like that? That you
No.
need?
I remember I put it into the thing. It's getting. You know,
Oh,
I already
you're
paid for it.
fixating. Yeah.
I already paid for it, so don't.
Yeah.
much
Are,
money
you,
do you
lowball me, Sean.
are you both naked?
Yeah, but naked.
How much?
Shirt on.
How much money do you need?
I mean, we both need 1 bag.
We
So
don't need it. You know what I mean? We'll be alright.
A bag? Yeah, fuck it, you guys are on your own.
Yeah, exactly. we'll go figure it out. Let's
Yeah,
look these up.
You know, I do have cloth armor that you could have. That's fairly cheap. It's 2 handfuls.
That's kind of expensive. I'm fighting naked, dude. I'm sending it. I'm gonna be a Jew. I'm keeping my money.
Do you guys happen to have a metal scrapyard anywhere?
Metal scrapyard. No, actually.
Never mind.
Maybe Illidan. They deal in metalwork.
We're going to Illidan.
I gotta go.
We'll be back.
But I
Sneak attack,
It's okay.
dude.
We
cloth
gotta make
armor?
money. We understand.
Absolutely. You know what? because of your roll,
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like,
1 handful for cloth armor. It's just cloth.
I will take it.
1 handful?
1 handful.
1 handful, I will take.
How about a
I
shipyard?
don't want to have to see your names in the obituary in the morning.
Well, thank
How about
you.
a shipyard?
A shipyard?
Yeah.
There's shipyards, yes. We do lots of fishing here.
One with perhaps a broken vessel.
You know what? If you go speak to Mr. Tusk,
Would you like a
you might be able to get something of
Yeah,
that.
thank you. Appreciate you.
Mike's heart?
Alright, what's the AC on cloth? 1?
So cloth?
you
No, actually. So leather armor, I believe,
Okay.
is like 14 or something like that.
14.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. So the armor portion of it is going to be 2.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pay a handful for that.
I will do as well.
Yeah.
All right. The thresholds for your cloth armor. Go ahead and add 2 armor slots first and foremost.
That is rough looking. I am not used to this little.
What's the name, Mr.
Wait, so what's the threshold?
Mr. Tusk. All right. So thresholds currently, I believe, and she slips in some decent quality, I would say. So your minor threshold. This is excluding your level.
Heard that.
So you're gonna have +3 to whatever I say right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but that would do.
You're gonna end up having 6 as your minor, so +3, 6, 7, 8, 9,
9.
and then it's ended up being 10, so 10, 11, 12, 13,
Okay, well,
based on your level.
Alright, I mean,
Go ahead and add cloth armor to it, and you go ahead and suit yourselves. You notice that Felely is a little large on you. It doesn't seem like it's fully tailored, but you roll up your sleeves and kind of cinch it where it needs to. But it's made of a fine linen, little like where it's supposed to protect you. It seems to be well taken care of, but like the extremities seems to be a little frayed here and there, maybe due to the heat of the place or what have you. So
sick, we'll hold those.
it seems, yeah.
You know,
you're,
that's fine.
you're equipped with something.
I
So
look
go
like
ahead
a
and deduct
badass in comparison to you
Yeah.
guys.
one
One question to you then.
hand.
Got like a sick tester going
Yeah, I
on.
will do
Yeah.
that. So if we didn't have any armor, it would be 0, right?
Yeah, it'd be, you would end up having, and this would just simply be 3 and 3.
Yeah. It's all good. It'll be
go-
worth it.
Now we're
We're
good.
gonna get monies from this shit anyway.
Yeah, you get money from it. Like a pretty good amount.
Yeah.
Sean, do you have a Discord on your Mac?
Not on this, no.
Fuck, never mind. I was gonna send you
Delicious,
something.
though, I think.
Yeah.
Is that cranberry?
Cranberry.
Yeah, Sean. Yeah. Thank you, Sean, for this. By the way.
Oh,
Appreciate
yeah,
you.
absolutely.
Which is grats.
Text me or something.
That is pretty sexy.
That's fucking awesome.
It's pretty sensual. It's like a blunderbuss.
Kind of, yeah.
It's something I'm working on.
Was there anything else that you might need at all? And you see her big kind of green eyes against the green, yellow eyes against the green skin, and her teeth smiling. Very friendly, but goblin teeth. They're a little sharp.
What else do you have? Out of
All
curiosity.
kinds of bit bops and diddly dings.
You don't happen to have a
Shotgun.
firearm?
Fire? What is
Bullets
even a firearm?
I retract my statement.
All right.
Wait, I got a dumb question.
I have a dumb answer.
Okay, can I buy a second set
I'm
of
just kidding.
cloth
Go
armor?
ahead. Second set of cloth armor?
Yeah. That way, if this one gets broke, it didn't.
Oh,
change.
smart.
You can.
In case I poop my
Absolutely.
pants, do you know what I mean?
I do.
Oftentimes, you gotta be careful if you shit yourself.
I always.
Especially if you're going up against mermen.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. It'd just be the same price.
Okay. Let's do that, cause
I will do that too.
yeah.
Okay.
Just in case.
So
I
just in
guess.
case, yeah, bear in mind, if your armor breaks, it's gone.
Yeah.
And cloth is a little bit harder to work on than leather and metal, just as a heads up.
That's great.
So, I mean, it makes sense. You
Yeah,
just get shredded up.
We need a tailor. We need to introduce some crafting classes.
Some kind of classic. That's actually true. We can actually do something like that now. I might get with you on that. subclass like
Crafting classes.
leather worker.
Like sub jobs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have a preset for that.
Oh.
I think I gotta go look at that.
And she hands you another wrapped clothing.
Here, we'll share this together.
Profession points.
There we are. Thank you. And I'd love to introduce a profession kind of situation.
Yeah, dude.
And like integrate it. This is off topic, but integrate it where you could go to, a leathersmith in town and maybe hone your craft a little bit better.
And then like when you're doing the rests and stuff, you can.
Yeah, you can do those things.
I was already working on an idea involving maybe upgrading this armor just a tad
Yeah.
for the upcoming combat.
Yeah.
Go back to the blacksmith if you need to.
No, you guys got cloth armor. Blacksmith's fucking useless.
Oh, I thought you were talking about for you.
Oh no,
Oh, sorry.
no. My armor is good, and if it gets any heavier, then I'm fucked.
That's
Hey.
fair, yeah.
Anything else that I might get for you?
I think we should be good.
Vasco Feely's all good.
That's completely.
Vasco Felely. What a name.
Sir Vasco Feely to you.
Oh, sir. She gives him quite a bow. Pardon me.
His chest is just constantly puffed up. Yeah. Hand on his on the pommel of his sword.
Just like
The honor is still there.
The
It's
honor
still
is there.
intact.
Yeah.
No, pardon me.
No, you're forgiven.
Thank you. My lord.
He's such a pretentious fuck, dude.
All right. Well, if you need anything else, think of anything odd or curious, chances are I have it. So, best of luck tonight.
Yes, thank you. We're gonna need it.
Thank you.
I do have a little bit of news for that, by the way.
Oh,
do tell.
So during the nights, I have a I like to walk near the actual bell itself. And you do know from the contract that you were able to sign up, they seem to emerge out of the bell, the lake that is in the middle of the town itself. Oftentimes at night, I have noticed on my walks, they tend to go or pop up right at towards the bottom of the actual bell itself. I'm not sure because I'm scared of water. I haven't really dived in there myself, but towards the southern portion of the bell is where they seem to emerge at night and pillage things.
Okay. Thank you.
Center of
Absolutely. Best wishes of luck.
Yes. You like bows?
No luck needed. It's all skill.
Dear, you're quite the lovely bunch.
Can't wait to roll like shit later.
Dude, I know we're gonna die.
I know we talk so much game, and then we're just gonna get fucked.
Where was Hawthorne? Hawthorne, can you cast the wish yet?
Hey, Colt.
And you do know at this point in time, so Hawthorne actually was told she was trying to inquire a few things when it came to the scholarly profession.
That's right.
So currently right now, as you had split off, she actually turned left and then went inside the cathedral, this giant temple,
The fun.
where the scholars are kind of, where they've kind of set up camp. So she is currently talking with Tyr and some of the other scholars, inquiring about several things of the profession itself. Which, once again, that actually does have its own perks, much like couriers and delvers. Or soon to be, also leather workers, blacksmiths,
Not slayers.
Slayers are no-go.
For now,
For now.
Slayers.
I'm gonna be a fucking slayer.
Fuck it,
Slayer?
let's all be slayers and go slay monsters.
That's
We'll call it monster slayers from now
Monster
on.
Slayers, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's not monster hunter.
No, not at
No,
all.
not
Monster
that.
Hunter, guys.
Not Monster.
Trademark.
You know, it's funny, because Miguel's character in Monster Hunter is... What was your name for Monster?
Oh, his,
it was something Princess Bride.
Yeah, from Princess Bride.
Yeah.
What the fuck's his?
I don't
my name is
remember.
Inigo Montoya.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It's
You
just
killed my fun.
I would just.
D&D campaign for your guys' Monster Hunter characters.
It's just so funny. I would just see Miguel online, like constantly. He's like, guys, I really fucking love this game.
And then I fell off heavy.
Yeah, I fell off.
I'm waiting until the new expansion because it looks promising, and I know there's going to be an expansion in Monster Hunter, because they usually always do.
Yeah.
So if that happens, we all need to play it again.
You have to download it again.
I never stopped playing.
I need to get back into it.
You need to get
He's
to
a
like
machine.
HR 100 right now. Gogmazeos is asking for
Just 100?
His ass kicked.
I never fought
Just
that
100.
monster
I've been at 600 as
in
well.
for Ultimate.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
I hit all the HR levels.
I hit my wife sometimes.
Oh my god!
It's not even
Whoa.
brown.
Okay,
dude.
cut
What do
that
you
out.
mean?
Cut that out. Cut this out. This is on the
Editor,
Patreon.
can you remove that?
Nope.
This is on the Patreon.
Sharpness, more alcohol, please.
Yeah, should we go puff alcohol? I mean, not alcohol.
No, I should actually partake in it. We do have box wine.
Wow.
There's box wine.
Wow. Don't tell me
Um,
with a good time.
Always good with a good time.
Dude.
Can't
I do
help
love it when you drink because then you do your fucking Vasco-Feely. I fucking love that.
The flex.
That night was so fucking awesome. We were all just like flexing the whole time.
All right. So that being said, you guys kind of
Oh,
gather
yeah.
yourselves.
Anyway,
And you know that from what you've heard, in the middle of what one could consider night, because it is a sunless sky once again, but once the actual flames themselves, the kind of torchlight everywhere, begin to dim blue, it's still kind of the morning, beginning of the day. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to do, or did you want to go ahead and kind of set up camp and get ready for what is to transpire? Or, I will also offer, would you like to explore where maybe they even were coming from?
yeah, we do some recon.
Yeah, we did a little recon.
On the way there, let's go meet up with Mr. Tusk.
Yeah.
Yes. Who's that? Yes.
So, Eddie, you know from inquiring about Mr. Tusk. So let me go ahead and change.
If you know about Mr. Tusk, I can just ask you.
Well, he doesn't know who Mr. Tusk is.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
he's
him.
like
He
a
just
mobster.
knows
He's
that
like a
there's a
mobster.
guy.
Yeah.
He knows a guy.
You know this guy.
This place definitely does feel like a place where a mobster might be, though.
Yeah.
And,
By the way, Sean, I don't know if I told you real quick, but I did do the poisoner thing. This.
Oh, you did? You did
Yeah,
coat
yeah.
your weapon?
Yeah, I coated my. Yeah.
I did not hear that, but that's okay.
Anyways,
All
what were you
right.
saying?
so we're stacking debuffs now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of debuffs, actually.
Vesco Feely's debuff is his tongue.
Yeah.
So debuffs,
Oh,
like,
wait.
it's the opposite of a buff. So on enemies,
What?
he applies poison, I applies
Oh, okay.
fire, I
On
apply
your
fire,
next long
Yeah.
rest.
and Scarlet.
So
Which you did a long
applies
rest last
I
night.
did a long rest. So
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do is
Gotcha.
I'm
I don't think I
gonna
had any
coat my
debuffs then.
other dagger.
I'm just a frog.
You don't need
I
it.
think you
I
only
just smack
coat
things.
a
You are
weapon.
pure
Yeah.
damage.
So
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think you
coat
coat
my.
both.
No, I'm gonna coat my.
I just swing stuff.
offhand dagger.
Okay.
And heal sometimes.
Just
Heal sometimes.
Yeah.
That's
so it adds.
No,
plus a
you
1d4.
act great as
cool.
almost a tank.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Because my dagger, my offhand dagger, is
Like,
not really too good.
The weakest tank ever. I think it's so funny. Yeah.
Well, I mean, pretty offensive.
Yeah, relatively.
All right.
Alright, so we're doing some recon. So
Well, you guys are going
Oh,
on.
no,
You're an
Mr.
executioner, not a guardian.
Yeah.
Mr. What's his name?
So, making your way over towards the dock, so you kind of pass on by Torrent's bar, and you do notice him kind of cleaning up after last night's gathering. You notice that as you kind of approach the actual docks themselves, it is, of course, obviously nighttime, but you notice that the sea itself is almost black as an ink squid, like squid from an ink.
Ink from a squid.
Ink from a squid.
Squid from an
Dyslexia.
ink.
Yes.
Wow.
Dyslexia, bad. But it is dark, and you notice that as you kind of put your hands into the water itself, even in your hands, it's not just how light reflecting. The water itself is black. It kind of runs through your fingers as you
Is it thick?
grasp it. It is not thick, but it is dark.
Huh.
The smell immediately of kind of that brininess of the ocean itself kind of fills up your lungs, very concentrated here. There's a little bit of it in the lake inside the city itself. But you walk on past and you notice several boats kind of, most of them you can kind of see off into the distance. And there's a few still docked here. As you kind of make your way down the docks themselves, you see a kind of a taller gentleman, a half-orc. Pale, kind of green skin, wearing a kind of like just a bandana, and you can see one tusk just straight up. Seems like he's kept it for a very long time. The other one seems to be broken, kind of folded underneath his lip. You notice him kind of walking back and forth and scribbling in a book. He notices you immediately, especially as Eddie approaches with this light in this darkness. He immediately turns over to you. What can I do for you?
Mr. Tusk, I assume.
The one and only.
Creative name.
My ma gave it to me.
Very creative
And
name.
he folds down his tooth and he sees just this little baby tooth, like little baby tusk. And he's like, it never grew.
Oh. Blessed be your mother.
She was a cunt. What can I get for you?
Hey,
You're difficult.
Very well then.
You're difficult.
you wouldn't happen to know where any vessels of the sea may be in decommission
Vessels of
on
the
the
sea.
shore, perhaps?
There's plenty out in the reefs. Plenty out in the reefs. Look. And he points out, and you notice off into the distance, throughout just barely through the fog, you can kind of see several ships just completely capsized. You notice that just giant spires, giant rocks, kind of jutting out of the water itself, and you see a few just kind of almost parked or destroyed on top of it. It's not safe to go out there. Certain times of the day.
Okay. But none on, like, solid land, no?
I mean, that's pretty solid.
Okay.
Hard to get there, though.
I think you have answered my question.
Is there any boats that can get us there?
I mean, there's a few, but
No.
I don't particularly recommend going on the reefs.
Okay.
It's dangerous.
Oh, thank God.
We're just gonna shipwreck. Yeah.
Have you heard anything about these sea monsters attacking the town? Rumors.
I've heard of rumors.
We're trying to track them down. We picked up one of the quests. One of the...
Oh, that's the one that I put out.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
They've been tantalizing all our fishing as well as pillaging some things here in town.
We were told that they usually appear in the center of the bell. In the center, where the bell is in the center of town.
So I've been told.
Do you know if there's any other place that they would appear and spawn from?
Sometimes they raid our fishing boats.
Fishing boats, okay.
All times of the day.
All time. Really? All times.
Underneath, where the lake is being fed, we know that it's seawater. So it's connected to the sea somehow.
Let's see, okay. All times.
We don't know where those tunnels went. None have been brave enough to go underneath.
I was curious about that. Yes. I was wondering, is there a way to get to the tunnels? Any that you know of that people, villagers are saying don't go there, don't go there.
Under the cathedral where the water temple is.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know if they're connected, but we've at least explored there.
Okay. Okay, we're looking into the matter right now.
You're here. You think your lot can get him?
We're gonna try to, and if we complete it, we'll talk to the courier guild leader, and you'll be informed.
Alright. Good thing you got an amphibian with you.
Let's go feed it.
I have plenty of sea crew that... Some of the rivets, good workers. It's good they have one.
Yeah. He's a valuable member of their group.
As they should be. Treat them right. They're smaller than most, but stronger than many.
Vasco Felely just starts flexing.
I'm a little worried about the flamer here.
Excuse me?
He called me flame.
The one on fire. You.
Yeah. Me.
Yeah.
What are you worried about?
Water.
You know, that's a fair point. Incredibly.
I have an idea.
Intriguing argument.
I do have an idea, Eddie. They said that they're attacking the fishermen as well.
Like fishermen? Like on boats?
Near the town. They're attacking fishermen. Any fishermen out in the sea right now, or no?
We have 3 boats out.
3 boats? Okay. We might have you just keep an eye on those boats, because you can't go underwater. I was thinking about checking...
He can.
Wait, he can?
He doesn't like...
Oh.
I don't like water. It's not very hot.
Okay, so you can do...
Yeah.
Can you reignite, though?
If I'm not too wet.
Okay.
Can never be too wet.
We'll figure it out, though. Yeah, I was going to say... Mr. Tusk. I see you. I see you.
I deal in boats and water.
Alright.
I'm drenched half the time.
No. I like feeling
Well, if you need a boat, let me know.
Okay.
I posted the bill, so whatever I can do to provide.
Thank you.
That's all right.
I also can't necessarily see that far into the sea.
That's true. We might be able to take the boat in the center, and then, we can dive down.
Oh, I just light fire from above. I assume they're coming on shore.
They will.
They do walk shoreline, but they only walk shore on the city's area through whatever pipeline they come out through the bell. They attack our boats, but never come dockside.
They come from outside, and then they come through the center of the bell. It's like they're finding a way.
We just wait for him by the bell. Set up a trap.
Set up traps instead of Home Alone this shit instead of
diving in.
Well, I was thinking about checking. Well, I mean, if you guys don't want to,
I can't breathe underwater.
Well, yeah, that's why you'd be able to pick them off if they come on ashore.
We'd be underwater with them. I could go in there and scout it out, but
We can go together.
if we go underwater and try and find them underwater, we're probably
No, yeah. It's just to find out if there's a secret, because apparently these sewers are connected.
Yeah.
So there might be an underground sewer system that we might be able to get through.
Yeah.
Like a latch or a gate.
There's definitely pipes pumping seawater into the bell.
So we can find those pipes. Maybe if we find where they're coming from.
You find me a way in without getting in.
We can get you in there, yeah. If we
Deep
can,
water.
If we can get that connected.
Gladly,
Said that the cathedral might be a way in, possibly, but that's also could lead to the water temple.
That's connected to the water temple as far as I'm told.
Okay.
The scholarly types are looking into it, but no one has the balls enough to go in there.
We'll take care of that down the road if we make it out alive.
Yeah, hopefully you do. There's plenty that have died, unfortunately, to these tickets that I've been posting. Random couriers, random delvers thinking they're hot stuff. But usually it's 1 or 2 people. It's good to see at least 3.
We'll keep our nose to the ground and start figuring out a way around.
Alright. Well, When you finish, come see me first.
Okay.
Then go visit the...
Where can we find
The bell
you if
person.
you're not here?
I'm always here.
Okay.
I'm always at Torrance.
Alright. Sounds good. And then kind of just... I'm going to start making my way towards the bell.
Yeah.
If you guys want to come with me.
Center town?
I have no
Unless,
reason not to.
Yeah. Because if the thing is that if we could borrow that boat later on if we take care of these seamen, and we can get, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. And then we can go get that ship stuff.
Yeah. The decommissioned ship, honestly, I was looking for to take scrap pieces off of it and try and reinforce your armor with it, just a tad.
I thought you were like wanting to build like a ship or some crazy shit like that.
No, I don't want to be on
Pretty
the water.
Well,
I have a feeling I hit the water, I go all the way to the bottom, and I don't come back up.
That's fair. Well, we could use those stuff for like firewood or whatever
Yeah.
resources.
Okay. So, you gather yourselves and make your way over towards the bell. So back in kind of the center of town, you're immediately greeted with just a lot of people kind of walking back and forth, talking amongst themselves. You hear miscellaneous merchants kind of selling their wares. There's always a constant sound of almost white noise of people just constantly talking. Yes?
Could I, because we're technically gathering information, still want to see if we can find another way that connects to the bell, maybe the pipelines or something like that. Can I overhear any type of rumor or any type of speaking?
I'll let you go
between
ahead
merchants?
and roll an instinct roll, just to see if you catch anything on your way to the bell. But you do hear commotion and things of that nature. 8, 9, 10.
11 with
Any presence?
No. Zero
No,
presence.
You don't really hear anything, but you do get a hope. But you hear miscellaneous gossiping, like women kind of nagging amongst each other about certain things. You do hear the sounds of people selling like exotic creatures and things of that nature kind of all throughout, and the smells of like street vendors with street food kind of all throughout definitely begins to make your stomach growl, I would say. But eventually you make it to this giant bell, and you notice the bell itself in the center town is massive. It is almost like a proper lake inside of this town. You notice that some people have set up stalls. It seems to be a place of trade in general, just kind of around the actual bell itself. And I'd say that Felely, you notice off to your right hand side, you do notice where those two provocative looking dancers made their way towards some of the buildings off in the southern portion of town. It catches your eye once again. But at the actual bell itself, it's interesting. It almost is like while the lights are up, people are just not afraid of it in any way, shape, or form. But you do know at a certain point in time at night, especially during your guys' night walk, people stay far away from it.
How bright is it with all the lights up right now?
It's kind of like a dimly lit town. You can definitely it's bright enough so that you're able to see like the details on people's faces as you walk on by. But they seem to be torches that are kind of aligned all throughout town, especially around the bell. But you make your way towards the southern portion of the bell. You notice that there's some little cat, I think they're called cattails. They're like almost look like a corn dog essentially, kind of posted kind of throughout. And it's a little swampy right at the beginning of the bell, but as you were to kind of get in, you notice that the smell of seawater is very apparent. You find yourself on separating the giant bell itself and where the bell dong, I don't know the actual term of it, is on the other side of the bridge that's kind of separating and allowing you to cross from one side to the other. So you have this kind of smaller pond behind you and this almost lake in front of you.
Man, and we can't see anything because it's dark.
And then you do notice that the lake itself is of the black color of the sea.
What about that small pond?
Small pond, same color.
Also? Okay.
If that's what you were asking.
Yes.
Can I check for tracks?
For tracks, you may. Absolutely.
Good idea.
I need you to
Can
go
I help
ahead and roll a knowledge check for me. And you can go ahead and use a hope if you'd like to.
I don't have anything
I will give you a hope, my boy.
Thank you.
There isn't any.
Ooh, baby.
18. Hope.
18 with hope, and then on top of that,
4.
10,
22.
12. So 22. 22 with hope. Take the hope,
Sweet.
and you direct the hope for checking.
Yep.
So,
Like,
Felely, as you're kind of looking out onto, as you're on this kind of bridge separating one landmass from another, you look on down towards the kind of where the cattails are. And I would say with the 22 with hope, you do notice, and especially maybe due to your amphibian nature, you hop on off and begin kind of quickly investigating in between the reeds that are there. You notice about 6 different footprints kind of leading out. Interestingly enough, you notice about half of them are these almost elongated feet that have webbing towards the toes itself, very akin to your own hands. But then you also notice about 3 other like bare feet scattered throughout.
okay. Can I follow the web ones?
The which ones?
The web ones?
Web ones. So you notice that as you begin following it, it goes underneath the bridge itself, leading on over from the large water mass down over towards the pond, which is like the actual bell or not the bell, but the dinger portion of the bell. As you're kind of sorting through and navigating, did you notice that these footprints go from the large landmass to the smaller landmass? Some of them kind of scatter out, but as they get out from the reeds, they have a tendency of going from just slightly, like barely damp, to nothing as the sand kind of washes them away.
Okay.
But you do notice there's traversal from leading out from the larger portion, and some leading into the smaller bell-like portion, or the dinger portion.
Could I follow where it came from instead of where they were going?
So they do end up leading into the actual lake itself. So if you want to dive into the water, you may.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna dive into the lake. I guess I'll just hang out here if you want to come down with me.
I will come down with you.
You guys had fun. I'm gonna stay up here.
It's probably a good
Bring a
idea.
trap or some shit while we're good on it.
I'll come up with one.
So the two of you, Oram, you end up hopping off as you notice that Felely has been able to kind of discover where some of these footprints are. And you just see that he immediately kind of rolls up his sleeves, rolls up his pants, and just swan dives into the water itself. Falling in after him, we're going to continue using that roll. Since the two of you actually helped one another.
Sick.
Going down into the water itself, it is, for Oram, it is black as night. It seems like you are in utter abyss. Felely, on the other hand, with a 22, your amphibian nature is able to kind of almost filter out a lot of the murk that is there.
Oh, the bog water.
You notice as you begin to dive down deeper and deeper, it's getting to a point where you notice that your bones begin to feel pressure. But eventually you notice down underneath on the right hand side there's an open cavern, but as you get closer and closer and closer, there appear to be these elven runes that are kind of sunken down into the bell itself. You notice elven literature. You notice some depictions of elves. It seems very old. And as you swim down underneath, you notice that there is almost like a cave that is opened up. But very elegant, but very much in ruins. How far did you want to go?
Can I try and decipher the text, or is that just way out of my...
I would say that it would be with your Delver nature. No, your courier. I apologize. Maybe Oram, you're a Delver, right?
I am, but I can't see anything.
You can't see anything. I will allow you to try and do a knowledge roll with disadvantage to see if you're able to decipher anything of these old text.
Do you want to counter roll me?
I will have Eddie counter roll.
Is that a crit?
Critical success, no need.
Sick.
So, Oram, through many years of Delving, you've been able to pick up certain things here and there. You're able to distinguish that this is, and actually in the city that you had saved down below, it was a city built on old dark elf, or drow, some used to call, language. And Tilmore was actually built on old ruins of a dark elf society. Now being topside, underneath, you do distinguish that from what you're able to gather from the pictures and what you've seen down below in the Underdark, that these ruins lead to potentially a network.
Okay. Am I able to decipher the ruins themselves?
I would say the ruins themselves you're only able to kind of make out.
Like underground or something?
You're only able to recognize the word illithid. I would say with a critical success, most of these are kind of pictures of, you notice that people are being moved from one location to another.
Okay, so it's like a...
Seems to be some kind of...
Like a drawing.
Yeah, a Pictionary. But you do notice that there is the term illithid inside of it. And you do notice that it's fine elven architecture.
Yeah.
One thing that you do notice with the critical success, you do notice the depiction of symbols that you know of, like sacrifices.
Oh shit.
There is movement, people being moved, and sacrifices in the end from the pictures that you're able to discern.
Can I tie that back with what we overheard when we were exploring the city? That
you can make your own conclusions right now.
Right. I can't say anything because we're underwater.
You're underwater.
Sign language. Take signs. Yeah.
You can hear Felely clear as day, but just because his vocal cords are able to go ahead and transmit sound in underwater. But Felely, you notice that Oram, after reading these things, kind of turns to you. There's a sense of how are you feeling in this moment?
Okay, so how much breath do I have?
You're doing okay.
Alright. I'll be like, because Felely knows, because we explored the town. I'll be like, human. I'll be like, human.
I think that might be a little hard to
sacrifice.
Maybe you point out the pictures. How about that?
The pictures.
So Felely, I would say that.
Oh yeah, because he can see them, right?
With the role that you had previously, between the two of you and like Oram kind of describing certain things in body motions, you're able to kind of determine that
No bueno stuff
that has happened underneath the town.
Okay.
And it may be far older than the town itself.
Okay.
Far more ancient than when civilization decided to build on top of this.
Okay.
Are we gonna keep going? We could try to see if there's another exit because we gotta make sure we get Eddie down here.
I would say Eddie at this point in time, I need you to go ahead and roll an instinct roll for me.
Instinct?
Instinct.
And he's like, hell yeah.
That's a 12.
12? With hope? Take the hope. That being said, I would say with the 12, Eddie, you feel like you're being watched, and not in the terms of that you're a fire ganassi or a flamekin. You instinctively know that you have eyes on you, but you're looking around and you just see commotion. There seems to be just so much movement happening, but there's the feeling of being watched at the moment as you're leaning on over, looking down into this lake in front of you. There's this sensation of that uncomfortable, weighted feeling of eyes on you with the 12.
Okay.
So what are the two of you doing?
Actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna go back up topside so I can talk to these people. Talk to you guys.
So are we going back up then?
Yeah, back up topside. Okay.
You end up heading back up with ease. Eddie, you notice immediately as you're kind of looking over your shoulder the sound of not Felely gasping for air, but you do hear Oram kind of give a few coughs as the water kind of runs down his kind of mushroom cap. And you notice that as Felely and Oram are making their way up, they're drenched. Oram kind of pops off his mushroom cap, kind of dusts it off, and you do notice like hair and things like that, twigs kind of coming out of his head as he adjusts himself and pops back on the mushroom cap, and he makes his way up. So, Felely, you meet up with Eddie.
That's a hat?
Yes, it's a hat. It's a sombrero.
It's a little
funky sombrero.
fungus sombrero. I popped it off again, and then you can see more of like my face. It's like a mix between half orc and fungal, so you can still see my eyes, but when I have like the hat on, it's hard to see. I try to keep it on because, there's not many fungals around here.
Not many of those fungrels.
So you do notice in front of you, I'm going to kind of run with that, the characteristics of Oram as you knew him, like the half-orc as an example, a lot of those characteristics are still there, even though the fleshy corpse that he left behind, the mold that was underneath is still very much the same, if that makes sense. The heavy all that armor and gear and things like that gone, and a lot of his flesh is kind of cloth-like. But the mold that the orc corpse provided is still very much the same image, if that makes sense. I'm going to run with that.
a lot of, because like when I kind of ripped out of my body, like I still have like orc features. It's just I try to hide it.
Why?
Just because, Oram's. This is all new. This is all like new to me. So like, I'm not really sure what, what I am exactly. I haven't really met like a fungal. I'm still learning everything. This is all still new, and I haven't really. Well, I haven't really had time to process everything. We've kind of just been like go.
That's fair. Yeah, you went from A to B to C. Understandable. But do know, I'm going to say, in terms of physically, the skeletal structure, the skeleton came up with the fungus, if that makes sense. The actual foundation of the body, when a fungal is born...
Yeah, sorry.
You're okay. I'm running off of this. When a fungal is born, obviously it's from the corpse of whatever it grew from. The actual skeletal structure, it's not like you're a flimsy thing. There's still a blueprint, a foundation to the body. To go into fungal lore. So anyway, back at it. You notice that you all came on up. Eddie, you commented on the cap. Go ahead, Felely.
Yeah. Senor,
Yeah.
it appears that people are being kidnapped, taken somewhere to be sacrificed. I'm assuming that's why things have been coming out of the water.
Oh, down there?
Yeah. We saw like a cave, some symbols that looked like a sacrificial kind of thing. So Vasco Felely came up with an excellent idea.
What's
that
the idea?
I think we should do. We should set up a fake shop. Act like we're just vendors. Stay after closing. See if someone tries to attack us. You kind of look like a victim, you know? You got your little duster. So we could set you up as bait. And then we can go defend you and, jump out from the bushes.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense. The two people dressed like peasants save the guy who happens to be very nicely dressed.
I mean, nice is a way to put it, I guess.
I
But
think-
yes.
At this point in time, you notice that I would say through the street crowd and the I don't want to say the chaos, but the trading and bartering that's happening in the center of town. You do see Zephyr pop on up, and you notice that he's carrying some, for lack of a better term, it almost looks like a mutated like ham leg or turkey leg that he's kind of biting into.
Munching.
And kind of walks on up to the group, and he immediately proclaims, "Now that sounds like a good idea." He takes a big chomp out of this leg that he has. "What are you guys hunting?"
Mermen.
Fish people.
"Fish people,
Yeah.
merfolk.
Yeah.
What have you found out?"
I think they're taking people underwater to sacrifice. We do not know why, but that's what it seems like.
"Sacrifice."
They're coming in from a cave right below us.
And you want me to be the next sacrifice?
Yeah, look like a victim. They'll go right after you. You're shaped like.
"What makes you think they're mer people?"
I mean, the footprints had webs, kind of like showing like my little paw, kind of like that, but more bigger.
"And they're not ribbits."
If they are, we can kill them anyway. I don't discriminate.
"How much bigger was the footprint?"
Actually, I didn't measure.
Can we show you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show 'em.
Do we remember?
Yeah.
Do you know because you rolled?
Yeah, I rolled a
Do you
good
know
roll.
where it's at? So let's
Yeah.
we'll follow. Let's follow you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and do an analyze.
a coloring book at this big.
Ooh,
Frickin'
that's a critical.
That's a
baby.
critical success, 99. So as you kind of go down, you measure. You notice that Zephyr ends up taking out a notebook, and he kind of flips through, and he notices the actual footprint itself, and kind of measures it up against
There's a
yours.
fucking Slayer, yeah.
So it's roughly about, your feet are about how big would you say?
I mean, I'm a little guy. I probably wear like a what? Size 9 in men's?
9 at men's, goddamn.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It makes sense with the amphibian.
Yeah, he's an amphibian. He's a little
So
guy.
he kind of points out as he puts your foot up against it. These seem to be around like 13.
Okay.
13 in men's, one
Yeah.
would say. He ends up flipping through this notebook, and with the critical success, and I'll fucking take the hope. He ends up pointing out a particular page, and he shows it to you, and see this kind of like a dissection image of what looks like, it almost looks like a I don't want to say the traditional merman or merwoman, but it's more like kind of 80s horror merman.
Okay. Yeah.
If that makes sense. So you can see on the side of the image, like kind of these gills on the side. You notice that there are wildly different body types. But he flips on through the page itself with a critical success. He points out several, just because of the 3 different feet that were there. You notice that whatever, at least what's here, in footprints that are taken, there is a gondola, a drakerner, and a bacanith. Bacaniths are smaller. There's smaller prints very akin to a ribbit. There are usually in the image that he shows you kind of larger heads, smaller bodies, but these really long claws. And he kind of points out next to these smaller feet, these kind of 4 little like needles kind of going into the ground following the prints. He mentions that these are kind of creatures that crawl on 4 legs but stand on top of their fingernails.
Okay.
That's the smaller of the 3. Medium side is more humanoid, kind of a traditional Mer-like folk that seem to have very elongated fins. With a critical success, I would end up saying that they have facial features very similar to water genasi or waterkin, but seem to be twisted in some way, shape, or form to maybe the Crawling King's essence. You notice with a critical success some documentation and notes in his notebook. And then the larger one, the one that you compared your own foot to, this is somewhat of the bottom half is humanoid, but the top half is almost like serpent-like. So you notice that in the depiction in his book, you notice a serpent's almost like a cobra-like head and almost like a humanoid-like body structure. But there's these long fangs kind of jutting out of its actual face itself. Where the jaw kind of closes up, the fangs are always noticeable, almost walrus-like. It's almost, I don't want to say comical, but cartoony in terms of like the proportion sizes. And he, with a critical success, I would also say that these other feet look like straight up humanoid. So they might be working with someone in town.
True. Yeah. Whoever's win on the sacrifice cult thing going on here.
Yeah.
We saw a cavern down below.
I will say that they are, doesn't help our current group, but they're weak to magic.
Of course they are. Well,
Their scales are pretty strong.
Yeah, I'd like to see their scales deflect a bullet.
And I will say, because of the critical success, physical damage is half damage.
Heard that.
So he really fully, with the critical success, he goes in detail about these creatures, their weaknesses, and their defenses.
In his book, does it say that they're weak to poison?
Weak to poison, resisted,
Resisted? Okay.
especially the larger one.
Fire.
Yeah, how about fire?
Fire would do some damage.
So we get some like grease bottles. We can light these fuckers on fire.
I know an alchemic potion that could go ahead and create some alchemist fire for you, if you need it.
Yeah. Please.
So, real quick,
Yeah.
is on the way to the dinger of the bell. Is it like an overhang of a bridge?
It is an overhang of the bridge, yes. And it seems to be like swampy. You can walk on it, and then immediately kind of drips down into a different area. You didn't really explore that per se, but you did explore
isn't
the
there like
watch.
2 different footprints? One's
There's
going into the small area.
amphibian-like, and then there are humanoid-like.
We could just like split up.
Or
I'm curious to see what's down in that small little pond area.
I am too.
Let's go.
now hold on. What if we just wait here?
Yeah, but will we actually get them all?
A premise, at least for slayers. Prep. And prep again.
You get the big one.
We
My only concern
We could do recon, not go in there, and then figure out and try to.
What is your plan? Are you gonna wait?
I want to see what's down in that little pond area.
These things, when do they come out?
Nighttime, usually, but they do have been known to attack.
Alright, so they're smart.
All points of the day.
I'm not exactly someone who hides well.
For your debate.
We
Eddie.
could follow that, yeah.
Out of curiosity, are you able to dull your flames? I've never asked. Because
A lot to ask, to cool this down? Come on. I suppose I can
damn it.
sit in the water.
I will say, mechanically, if you are stealthing in a dark place, you can roll a finesse roll. I would say, due to your race, it might be with a disadvantage to be able to dim your flames. Just as a heads up, mechanically speaking.
But if I sit in the water and extinguish,
Then full on.
but for combat that's going to be a problem because I have to reignite.
That's why you can just use you as bait. I'm telling you.
You're a big beacon.
Fine.
Victim.
Bait.
So your thought, Felely, is using Eddie as bait tonight.
Yes.
Alright. Do you know what they've been stealing other than people?
No.
Booze.
Booze? Yeah, that's right.
Supplies.
Supplies, booze,
Supplies, booze.
alcohol.
Yeah.
Let's get some alcohol.
I like where this is going.
Good
Get a cart.
stakeout. A cart?
A cart loaded with alcohol. I got quite the idea to keep them on, or to surprise them.
Alright. I got lucky last night. I think I have a connection.
Yeah,
There we go.
We're getting some alcohol. So, tonight we're gonna go ahead and set up shop.
How
Yeah.
much of that alchemical fire can you get?
I can probably get 2 vials.
It's good. Use that with snake.
2 vials. That could work if I really wanted to set up a bright powder bomb. I could use a bottle of some of the alcohol,
We can just throw it right at Eddie.
or
I'm just kidding, that's horrible. But you could very much light a flame.
I may have a couple ways of doing that. He
Alright.
kind of rests his hands on his revolvers as he gets a little hotter.
Alright. Alright, tonight we'll do that.
Yeah.
You wanted to explore the small one.
Let's go see.
I just want to see.
Alright.
Because if we know where they would be, if they come from 2 entrances, then we need a place. We need to put our shop set up in a good spot where they can see.
You know what? Oram, you go ahead and do that. Felely, Eddie, you and me, we're gonna go ahead and set up shop. We're gonna follow the prints that you already picked up and be able to put it kinda in the way, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Should we post it where these amphibian feet are going, or the humans? Or humanoid feet?
There's a point where they meet, no?
They separate.
Oscar Felely thinks near the amphibian feet.
They seem to be the ones. At least we have sightings of those.
Sightings of them actually taking stuff.
We don't know about these humans. At least you never mentioned anything about people working with them.
Yeah.
I
We can only
did
guess.
have the feeling I was being watched while these two were having a swim date. I don't know if that's relevant.
It's always relevant.
I just figure my attractive nature, but then again, it didn't feel like lady eyes.
Nice.
Well, it could explain these humanoid-like feet. I've noticed that there's a lot of water ganassi here. Humanoid feet doesn't mean human.
No, it doesn't.
So you think it could be water goodness?
I mean, there's the only thing close to something amphibian, right? That's just my guess. I don't know, though. I've also heard of technology in the past that allowed people to be underwater, like they were breathing it.
I wish we could
Not to
find
say
that.
this is that, but I've heard of it. Alright, Eddie, Felely, let's set up. Let's go ahead and start getting those alchemic fires.
I need the two of you to go ahead and roll a presence roll for me. I need you to go ahead and roll an instinct roll. Oram.
11 with fear.
I'm with you. Eddie?
Crit.
Nice, dude.
Good.
All right, easy peasy. I'll go to that. Oram, what do you
Nice. 19 with hope.
get? 19 with hope, take the
Nice.
hope. So you end up hopping down into the water itself, Oram. And you swim kind of down underneath, and this is a much more shallow place. But underneath it is very thick with, oddly enough, on the larger side, you noticed not a lot of seaweed, but for some reason this is almost a forest of seaweed in this pond. And you swim on down underneath and you begin feeling as you're swimming a current being pushed at you.
Interesting.
Eventually with a 19 with hope, I would say that you do notice 3 different passageways. It's kind of not elven ruins like you saw previously, but holes going down,
Like straight down?
straight down. Enough for a body to fit through.
Pushing outward or sucking inward?
You're noticing it's pushing up. Whatever to be able, and it's relatively strong, so you notice that as you're pursuing and trying to kind of go through, it is hard to be able to kind of like pursue. That's how much it's pumping. And you notice that at least this might be, with a 19, the intake of the actual seawater coming out. And it's kind of pouring through. You don't know about the actual, you didn't feel on the other side.
Yeah, but there must be something that's going outward, because if they just kept pouring through, then the water would fill up constantly.
Correct, yes.
Do
Good
I
assumption.
Do I see?
On this side, no. You notice that water is coming from the sea. You kind of float up to the beginning, and as you take a breath of fresh air and you're floating, you're feeling that the water current is strong. It's even just kind of pushing you over. Oddly enough, when looking at the surface, you don't see any bubbles or anything like that, but you do know from investigating that this is where the seawater is coming from.
Then I'm gonna go talk to everybody as they're setting up and relay the information.
Okay. And then the two of you, what did you end up getting on your presence roll?
Mine was 11 with fear.
And yours a crit. That's right.
Crit.
So it's almost like Eddie has a mind for building. He ends up kind of immediately talking with a few different folk. There's an old abandoned, I don't want to say old abandoned, but an abandoned stall. Business just wasn't working. The owner decided to kind of leave it there. Between the two of you and with Zephyr, you end up taking a hold of that stall and you're positioning it where on the bell? Kind of right where?
Yeah, just that southern portion where we saw the...
Southern portion? Okay.
Yeah.
You notice that as you kind of begin setting up this stall, and it's just kind of like a basic kind of stall that is...
Like a nightstand.
Yeah, like a nightstand. It's just this area where you can have kind of your merchandise kind of selected up. There's a very poor, broken down sign that is not maintained just due to maybe a year or two of not use. And then kind of down below, just an area to be able to store other things. I would say with that critical success, you found a secret compartment inside of this stand, maybe a long forgotten one, where you ended up getting 1 bag of gold.
Oh, fuck you.
Nice.
There's always money in the stand.
Good shit, keep it.
So go ahead and add that to your inventory. based on the critical. You notice as you're beginning to kind of get everything set up, a very drenched Oram kind of comes on up, and you notice that he once again kind of pops off the actual mushroom cap and kind of begins squeezing the extra moisture out of the actual mushroom cap.
I'll let it dry.
You let it dry?
I'll
Okay.
let it dry for a little bit.
Kind of like, I would say, makeshift like a string and kind of hang it behind you. And you notice this figure kind of approach. I would say about 20 minutes later, Zephyr comes on up and he presents 2 vials, and they are glowing a kind of a orange.
If you toss this, whatever it's touching is gonna light on fire even if it goes in the water.
Damn.
Who wants these? I have 2 of them.
I'll take one.
Here you go, Felely.
Oh.
Alchemic
the other.
fire. Okay, Eddie, go ahead and take that.
Quick question.
Yep.
Could I pre-prep it to be a bright powder bomb?
I would say that if you wanted to do that, I would allow you to do that. It would end up meaning you need to roll for it, and it's potential that it might blow up on you.
And the worst that can really do to me is blind the shit out of me and anybody next to me.
True, but then you're also out 1 alchemic fire.
I think I'll hold off.
Okay, but that is something you definitely do. Just if you guys want to get into, as a PSA, if you guys want to get into alchemy, you can. And being able to twist that, it's going to be another side profession that you can get into if you wanted to.
Yeah.
That's something that, from the Slayer background, Zephyr is very well acquainted with. That being said, alchemic fire, the stats on this are going to be, it seems to be fairly potent. It's going to be 2d12.
God damn. These fucking snakes are about to be tough, dude. We're about to get our ship pushed in.
But you do know from Zephyr's notebook that it can do it, they're weak against it. Any kind of magic. He ends up bringing also a carton of booze, just miscellaneous booze, kind of all throughout. And you notice that he has like a cork in his mouth as he kind of brings on over and sets it out in front of you. And the bottles themselves kind of rattle, and he takes the one that he seems to have been drinking out of and begins to drink heavily out of it.
Can I drink one? Just a half of one?
If you want. We need to be able to be pillaged tonight, so
Yeah.
unless you plan on showing some leg, we need to track some of these things.
Well,
I am pretty hot.
How does sneak attacks work in this game? Is that a thing?
It is just with rogues.
is it not with assassins?
If
have
you had picked
experience.
if you picked the non-poisoners guild, yes.
I have an experience.
You have down here, if you read through that, marked for death, you can do some extra damage. But it's not a rogue or the assassination portion. You went to poisoners guild instead.
So that small lake is an upward current. So there's 3 different tunnels leading straight down that shoot up water. I tried swimming underneath, I couldn't. So these...
I would say you were investigating, you didn't try.
Oh, I thought I did with my roll.
No, your roll was investigate. You were looking.
Because you're like, oh, push me out.
It was pushing, you were noticing that.
Okay. I wasn't sure to try. Because I wasn't sure where it would lead, but it was shooting out water. So, definitely, these creatures could have come from this small lake as well.
All right. Well, bottoms up. Ain't
takes another chug and then puts it on.
It's a pretty good shack that you guys have made here.
How's your homework?
Convincing.
Actually, yeah.
I take the sign down real quick, and I kind of finish the wood, like give it a
little burnt.
burn finish.
Yeah.
And then I take my gun out and I shoot holes into it to spell out Eddie's what did I come up with? It's Eddie's fish and shit.
Eddie's fish and shit. Right on. You notice that it's you know what? Give me a presence roll. See if you're able to
Could I
get that.
help him and like spruce it up too?
How would you spruce it up?
I would use some of my fungus that like shoot out like because
a moldy stand.
You might need
it's like
it.
it's like
that reaction.
it's like
Eddie can't spell.
I got a 6. I use like fungus to like make it like more colorful.
Okay, I would
So-
say Eddie, what'd you get? Go ahead and use a hope.
I got a 7 with fear.
7 fear. Plus 6. I would say that it was successful actually. So you're able to kind of give it this kind of blunderbuss look, for lack of a better term, and you notice that you end up putting like seaweed. There's some fungus kind of growing out of it from Oram itself. You make it actually a presentable and actually worthwhile business. You notice that some people begin kind of walking up and kind of quickly questioning, what you have for sale, and you're like, oh, not open right now. But it is actually attracting some of the locals here. A new shop, like that's interesting, cool sign. So I would say that was with the success.
Figured I'd make it look less like a trap and more like a business.
There you go. It definitely looks like a business. People seem to be very curious about it. You notice that there's a few different individuals. I would say at this point in time, you notice that Terra actually approaches. And Terra ends up saying, looking up and, hey, what are you boys doing?
Opening up a shop.
Open up a shop? Well, what are you selling?
Sorry.
Fish and shit.
Fish and shit. You gotta be Eddie. I never thought that you would be a fisherman.
I'm not the fisherman, just a businessman.
Clearly,
In fact,
Felely.
Feley's doing all the work here.
He always does.
What's gonna feel like stick with the spear?
I'm just doing all the selling, He wouldn't be successful without me.
Well, you boys keep at it. I'm with Hawthorne and getting some groceries for the scholar type. They're very nerdy. Every time I walk on up, they giggle and point at my cleavage. So, cheers. I hope that your business goes well. And she walks on off. And you notice that she kind of gets lost into the crowd.
I don't trust her.
You know what the number rule is? Like,
I don't trust her. She was the only one to drive well during the first session.
Yeah.
no negotiating with terrorists.
This is true. Don't negotiate with terrorists.
But she walks away in the slightly seductive way that she kind of has in her nature. And through the crowd and whatnot. And I would even say that at this point in time, a lot of you, actually Oram, I would say that you notice that you see Tyr kind of getting some kebabs in the actual stall and whatnot.
I'll talk to him before.
Sure, yeah. You go ahead and walk on up to Tyr, and you notice that he's got several kebabs kind of popped up. And Oram, what's happening?
We're doing one of the courier quests about the Mermen. Just letting you know, we haven't forgotten about the underwater.
I know. I kind of figured that you would end up taking a few days of rest.
And I point over to the stall we're staking out, and we're gonna try to lure
He looks on over and he sees.
And I kind of whisper it to him just in case, because I know that people are.
Go ahead and roll a finesse roll. He notices immediately like the sign kind of like falling off, and you notice that Felely is kind of like pushing it up, and then Eddie's kind of quickly nailing the mistake that ended up happening. What'd you roll?
19 with fear.
With fear?
I still
Okay.
rolled a 19.
You end up delivering the message very quietly, and both
just gives
you
me
and
back up.
Tyr have had a very long relation, and you kind of are able to kind of quickly deliver the message and leave
Like a
out
code.
certain points.
Yeah.
He gives a quick nod and like ends up biting into like a bell pepper or something adjacent to it, and he nods and he said, "Well, take your time with this. Absolutely. If you need me, I'll be at the Cathedral. Hawthorne's doing very well, just as reference, if you're curious."
I am. She kind of just had a lot on her mind and left. So,
Don't we all? He gives a nod. I hope that your endeavor does well tonight. Take care. And he walks on off. You notice as he kind of walks on over to the western portion, you see immediately the bell ring. So the actual cathedral, there's a bell right on top of it. You hear the sound of ga-dung, 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 ga-dung. You notice that it's probably midday.
I was going to ask, how many times does the bell ring throughout the whole cycle of the
I would
day?
say that it ends up ringing a total of 6 times.
6 times, and this is the 3rd time?
No, I mean throughout the day, 12 hours.
Oh, 12, okay. So each hour is...
Correct.
Okay.
You notice that at this point in time, I would say with your Delver background, you do know of how time operated back in the day.
Yeah.
I would say that you would recognize that it's getting close to sundown.
Sundown.
So you guys had been working on investigating most of the time and putting up this stall. A lot of time has passed.
Alright. We'll sundown.
Oram ends up returning to the stall.
Sundown. It's coming. So we'll need to be ready.
Oh yeah. I was really just a little chair up, just kind of chilled out. So I was waiting for time to pass.
There we go.
As it gets closer, I want to hide
Sure.
if I can, but
Eddie's kind of just like got his hand on his chin, just eyeing everything and thinking to himself.
as time's going, Zephyr's still with us?
I would say Zephyr's still with you, but Eddie's still
Yeah,
talking.
yeah. So, oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just explaining how Eddie looks.
As he yawns. Superhero pose. Okay. So, I would say that if there's nothing else that you wanted to do or have a conversation about, we can traverse to nighttime. Both of you have hands up.
You go first, since I interrupted you. But I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
Could I set up a tripwire trap using Walter's DeWolf?
Oh, the rifle.
Yeah.
How would you end up doing a tripwire trap?
I would kind of surround it in sand using some of the rope that I have. I would trick the trigger to where if a tripwire is pulled on, it would pull the trigger and then fire.
Sure. Yeah, so you do have 50 feet of rope. Now, would you be doing this where, I mean, obviously you are a lure in this plan. Where would you set up this trap?
Palm trees? Are there any palm trees?
No palm trees in here. There's shrubs and things of that nature, but not proper growth.
I can give you an extra 50 feet of rope if you want to extend it to like 100.
I think what I might do, I think I'm going to hold off on that. My original plan, I had this idea that there might be a bottleneck, but I completely forgot that I'm a lurer, so if that rifle goes off, I'm no longer luring anyone.
I could work it.
Yeah, that's another thing, but I might as well just hand you the gun. It is a D20 of damage with your proficiency.
What does it go off of?
It's finesse, but it's still.
I have a +2 to the finesse.
Yeah. Eddie kind of turns, Obi, and he pulls the rifle off of his back, hands it over. 2 rules: don't listen to the whispers, and don't break my gun. And he hands it over.
You immediately hear.
And then you hear like you see like some kind of like yellow, like kind of like mist or like things pop up, and then you see like an exclamation mark pop up over his head. And I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna find a spot that I can hide, and then I'm gonna get in position and get ready to take the shot.
I'll let you go ahead and roll a knowledge roll. Felely, how are you preparing for tonight?
I'm just chilling.
Chilling?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to kind of be right next to Eddie?
You could be the bodyguard.
Yeah. I'm just sitting there. Yeah.
Honestly, less of a bodyguard because he doesn't look like one right now.
That's true. Yeah. I'm just gonna be like a stalker, kind of.
I could be pretending to like fuck with stock.
Yeah.
While you're like just sitting there waiting for a customer.
Yeah. A cashier kind of deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right.
Can't really sneak attack.
Could I use my experience in the shadows?
You can use your experience. Yeah, go ahead and use a hope, and then you can have a +2.
And you said instinct, right?
Knowledge roll. You're going to go ahead and analyze and see where you can gonna prop up with this relic of a weapon.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 +2.
11, 12.
-1 though.
Okay.
So 11.
11. Go ahead and take the hope. That being said, it kind of negates that effect. I would end up saying that you can pick one of 2 places.
All right.
With this roll.
Lay it on me, Chief.
You can go ahead and either prop underneath the bridge itself, or you can set up an alleyway north of here.
How far away is the alleyway?
Alleyway is still within firing range, so within 60 feet.
60 feet, and then the bridge.
The bridge is very close by.
I will
say
do that because
Okay.
I want to get ready to attack just in case.
Sure, absolutely. So you end up propping up underneath the bridge itself.
Okay.
All right. So at this point in time, I need. Day has passed. You notice that the flames themselves begin to emit a blue light. You do know at some point in time during the night is when they arrive. I need a presence roll from Felely and Eddie, and I need a finesse roll from you.
What kind of roll is this?
It's a presence roll. You guys are
Go first.
pretending to be. Oh fuck, man!
Is that 6? Right, yeah. 7.
Presence.
I can't do math. +1.
6, 6,
13.
12, 13. 13 with fear.
Pretty good.
Okay. And then Felely. I'm sorry, Eddie.
22 with a
22 with hope. Take the hope.
You said finesse for me?
Finesse for you.
13, 14, 15. 15 with hope.
Okay.
I will take that. Right?
I will say, yeah, you'll take the
Just
hope.
making
What the
sure.
fuck is that picture?
PP.
Do you guys, before we start, do you guys want any bubbly waters?
Bubbly waters.
Yeah, it's like
We do have bubbly water
Nah, I'm
to
good.
drink, or wine.
Oh,
Or
you're talking
wine.
about real life.
Actually, yeah.
Huh?
You're talking about real life.
I'll
Yeah,
take
sorry.
I'll take some
Please.
box wine.
Box wine?
Yeah.
or box wine.
Box wine.
Don't
yeah.
even,
Box wine?
Don't even
Thank you,
bother
sir.
rinsing the glass.
Sure.
That's just gonna add to
I'll
it.
take box wine.
I appreciate you,
Box
man.
So I'll go ahead as.
I thought that was a potion. I was like, what's a bubbly water do?
Honestly, I thought he said-
Yeah, there is like a thing called bubbly water.
So you do notice. So the previous night, Hawthorne dipped into Cat's Cabernet. However, there is in the assortment of wine that is there, and booze and things of that nature. You end up getting a glass of Dragon Eye wine. It seems to be decent as you taste into it. There's mixture of blueberries and strawberries kind of hitting your taste buds as you wait throughout the night itself.
Tasting them right now.
It's quite yummy. But you all kind of set up camp, and you notice that all around you, the bustleness of the night, you notice has migrated over to Torrance Bar. You begin hearing kind of cheering, laughing, crying, just the usual sounds of a bar, kind of roughly about 200-ish feet away. The majority of people seem to be there. Behind you, or actually to the left side of you, you do notice some of the actual buildings kind of lighting up. I would say you're actually much closer than you were the night prior to Felely. You notice that there is a brothel of some sort of exotic dancers. You notice some walking on avatars, looking promiscuous clothing and things of that nature. But you do see the title now of the Drunken Wench. Or sorry, the Wench's Teat. Thank you.
Yeah, because Drunken Wench is more of a bar.
Yeah, it's more of a bar. But that is a bar inside of the Wench's Teat. Definitely seems like an older building, but maybe just based on just an old town.
We should check that place out. Actually.
But you do notice that there are some patrons that kind of migrate to several different bars here throughout town. But there does, I would say, with the presence roll that you had watched as you're kind of trying to blend in and observe people around you, there's a fair amount of people that go to several different bars, and then that is a particular hot spot as you have glanced at a few different dancers that head their way to clock in for the night.
Okay.
Zephyr pulls up. Cheers!
Salute.
As he shows out his glass, drinking the same liqueur as you are. Those blueberry flavors kind of dancing on your tongue. So, night has arrived. I would say, for brevity, is there any conversations that you want to have? I would say, Oram, you're by yourself. But Eddie, Felely, and Zephyr, you were all kind of, you notice that Zephyr's kind of drinking his wine at the actual, almost treating it like a bar stool. You just notice some patrons end up kind of walking up, a female water ganassi kind of walking on over, and is it open for business?
No, not today.
He's drinking. You're drinking.
I own the place. He gave me head.
Gave you head.
Tell you what. Put on the house. Let's pour him a cup.
There you go.
Get the hell out of here.
Thank you. She drinks, throws it back, and which one of the bars do you recommend?
Go to the whorehouse.
Good lord.
Well, I have a shift there in 40 minutes.
Do I hear that? Do I hear that? Can I zoom in with my scope?
I would say you're within range.
Roll for
of hearing that.
perviness.
You
Sorry.
know,
Sorry, viewers.
I don't like the mixed drinks there. Do you recommend any other place?
Where's that first place you went to?
Hold on, man.
There's that bar everyone goes to, the Dragon's Piss. Delicious.
No, it's the Dragon Piss.
Dragon Piss.
Torrance.
Yeah, go to Torrance Bar, ask them for Dragon's
Torrance
Piss.
Bar. There's
Okay.
Dragon's Eye. Did you mean that one?
No, Dragon's Piss. It's a drink.
Dragon's Piss. It's a drink.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hold on, wait a
I
minute.
haven't been there in a hot minute.
I don't remember the name of it. I was pissed drunk.
Yeah, Dragon's Cum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd order that, but
It's delicious.
I'll ask
Now,
Torrance.
get out. Get out of here. Shake my sword at him. Yeah.
Is she?
Mermaid's kiss. Mermaid's kiss.
Mermaid's kiss.
I yell it. Hey, Mermaid's kiss.
She looks around, just doesn't see anyone. Mermaid's kiss.
Yeah, what he said.
She
I
looks
make
around,
like a seagull
she
noise.
throws it back and then ends up heading over to.
He throws it back and then goes to her ship to throw it back.
Mermaid's kiss.
She's attractive, I would say.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
No, you won't.
I can't see.
Your
Something's
vision
in
is
the eye.
obscured.
I'm a little.
However, she ends up heading over to Torrance Bar. A few hours kind of pass by, the droopiness of the night, your eyelids end up kind of getting heavy. I need all three of you to go ahead and roll. I would say in the middle of the night, either a strength roll or a finesse roll, whether it be pure willpower or simply just trying to keep yourself moving.
15, 16, 17 with fear.
Okay.
You're maxed out.
Racking up fear, dude.
I know.
Hey, good one. 23 fear. Wait, 25 fear.
25 fear? Nice.
16, take your fear.
16. God damn, I am maxed out.
Yeah.
Okay, that being said, I need to use it.
I don't think
But I will say that all of you end up staying awake in the middle of the night. You notice that a lot of patrons seem to be wandering home drunkenly, making their way back to their own residence and things like that.
Imagine if we had these
Only
many
into
drunk
the-
people back at home.
Huh?
Imagine if we had this many drunk people back at home.
We do.
We do?
You just don't hang around the fun parts of town, I guess.
No, he doesn't.
Fuck you.
To be fair, he's chasing tail in the morning.
Listen, blacksmithing's hard work. And, hammering down on some nails is hard work.
The only thing Vasco Felely hammers is fat chicks.
There you go.
What did you say?
We're all trying to get laid, aren't we?
Did you say fat chicks?
Yeah.
Well, if you like fat chicks, there's one obese one.
What does that mean?
She was trying to hit on me last night.
Oh.
Her name is Dorothy. Stay away from that.
Well, we accept.
Stay away from that one.
We
Go
accept
ahead.
everybody.
I don't.
Demonetize. Demonetize. Put that on the Patreon. Put that on. Cut that.
I have
cut
to
that.
agree.
Hey, Zephyr's got his own agenda.
I have to agree with Zephyr. If the board ain't a broad, then... Or if the broad ain't a board, it's some Colt said. Regardless.
What did he say? What did he say exactly?
I don't know. He's old.
If
You
the
know, he
broad
said-
isn't a bore, then something.
I'm going to go ahead and spend 3
The
fear.
fat chicks are coming.
Oh, actually, it's this term is what.
3
I would
fear.
say 3 fear at this point in time I've
If
used.
the broad is a board, then you nail her.
No, she ain't a lady if she ain't 280.
Whoa. Oh, boy, yeah.
Hey, it's just the boys here, okay? We're all just having a good time.
Yeah, we're all drinking. That being said,
Yeah,
I
actually,
used
I'll drink.
3 fear. I would say that Oram, due to your stealth,
I'm sneaky.
you notice
Yes,
that the sound.
Okay, I'm gonna use my exclamation mark
You
to indicate that they're coming.
Would that not give away your position?
Nope. Because it's not making a noise. It's just.
Okay.
I mean,
There's
use
a-
the sound effect, but it's still.
I would say that Felely, you've been on standby while
We kinda have,
Eddie
like,
is
this-
kind of. Well, I'd
Okay.
say that
Like
Eddie's
we kinda
trying
did
to,
that
kind of pretend to be like stalking and things of that nature.
Eddie's,
You
like,
kept your
flipping.
eye in the general area of Oram, and you do notice a puff.
It's
of
like a
spores.
puff. Yeah, it's not. too
That
loud.
kind of like a quick a yellow exclamation mark that quickly disperses, and you do notice that your body quickly intensifies just a little bit, and your hand navigates over to your sword.
Vasco Felely has an idea.
Eddie's tossing a bottle.
Senor Eddie,
Guys, we've been drinking in real life right now, so.
keep your guns ready.
Let's,
I'm gonna go, quote unquote, take a piss. Over
It's
there.
Showtime.
Alright. So, Felely, tell me what you're doing.
So I walk not too close to where I'm assuming that noise was coming from that he was trying to alert us, but isolate me to
I
try
had to
and jump on me.
re-record. That call for some reason because it cut it out.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. So you head on over to.
Yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can just draw some attention by myself. I can probably eat a couple shots, and if you're ready with your guns, you can definitely make some long range shots, especially with you two.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go act like I'm taking a piss next to those cattails.
And I'm just gonna go off of your weapon because I know it's on your thing, and I'm just borrowing it. So,
So-
when we fire,
I got those stats for you when you're ready.
and
Oh, she tried
shit.
to call me. My boss tried to call me.
okay, so during the time, did we have like a little code word to say
We're okay.
when you're like, okay, take the shot?
I just figured,
Well, how about if you emit heat?
like, if I explode.
Not like fully explode, but like boom, like
Okay.
like
okay.
throwing like two logs into the fire. You know how that.
Yeah, I get you. Because I do have a plan. The moment we start combat, I'm just gonna ignite, so I'm doing fire damage the
Okay,
whole
so
combat.
okay.
And so when you see me go blue, it's time to
Flame on.
shoot. Flame on.
Flame
And
on.
does this weapon have magical damage?
No, it is full physical, but
Hurt.
you're rolling 2d20. So if you hit, regardless, you're dealing a shit ton.
What caliber is it? What are you shooting?
I don't
You got 30-06 or what?
fucking know.
Big.
Actually,
Yeah, 300 Win Mag.
it does have magic. It has a soul imbued into it.
It
I
does
know
have
the
a
big
soul
one's
into it.
like it's super weak against magical damage.
I would say that Felely, as you are
Fuck.
relieving yourself
Jump.
into
Jump.
the lake,
Oh
and
yeah.
you do notice, like, off into the distance, just right across the lake, it's a decent amount of different distance. You notice, like, a human male just barely outfigured, and he's doing the same exact thing. You notice as he's pissing pretty far away, about 300 feet. No, actually further than that. But you do make out the...
He's waving at me?
He's waving at you.
Yeah, I wave my dick back.
Just the same.
Yeah.
You blink, and he is gone.
Oh.
I use capture.
Huh?
He's just gone.
But I will say, because you were kind of paying attention, you did hear the sound of kind of echo throughout
Over the
in
water,
a
yeah.
slight splash.
Okay. Well,
As you're relieving yourself, you notice that under the water there are two eyes staring up at you. What color are they?
call it like a yellow. You know?
yellow.
Like a bright yellow kind
bright
of
yellow.
thing. Yeah.
Piss yellow.
Kind of.
I was thinking like cat eyes, but you know, piss works.
Oh yeah. So almost cat-like, looking up at you, just briefly, and you notice that they close underneath the water. You feel immediately with your knowledge roll and everything that your presence, everything that you've rolled thus far. You feel these small hands touch the web of your feet. And at first it's just a quick touch and then a retract. And as you're trying to play it cool as you're pissing into the water, you notice this hand immediately try and grab a hold of your foot after just barely caressing. I need you to go ahead and roll a strength roll to stay afoot. And I'd say due to your amphibian nature, while being in the water itself, you get to roll with advantage.
Oh hell yeah.
I would say that Eddie and Oram, the two of you,
Advantage.
kind of hear it.
Let's see, thank you.
Plus
And he's still
+2.
spinning the
So,
bottle,
looking
but
at
like
9, 10,
is very
11.
attentive.
Very attentive to it.
17 fear.
17 with fear. I'll take the fear. So you feel this sensation of being pulled. And as you kind of like hold your ground, this thing grabs a hold of you and can't move you. You kind of kick your feet up, And when that happens, you kind of pull away, and you feel these nails kind of scratch upon your leg as it rips. I'm going to use a fear and say that it does cause you damage. Only one damage, though.
Damage?
One damage. So it could be 1 HP, though, or you can negate a armor slot.
Yeah, let's do 1 HP.
Okay, fair enough. So you rip away, and then as you kind of rip away and you kind of splash behind you, you immediately notice this creature that kind of lurks out of the water, and you notice that it is just as the depiction of Zephyr's drawing. You see this almost baby-like creature kind of come crawling out of the water itself, and it has these long, elongated claws that seem to have gripped onto you. These kind of smaller, childlike hands with these elongated claws, and begins kind of lipping up, and it looks at you with these yellow eyes, purple skin, and these human-like teeth look up at you, and as it looks at you, it doesn't make a sound. I would say that Oram, you had your shot prepared. I need you to go ahead and roll to hit.
All right, because I was waiting for.
Or if that's what you're wanting to do. Sorry,
Yeah,
I thought I heard that.
Can I see through the scope the creature if he's ready? If he's lurking to attack?
It looks like it's lurking to attack. It already had cut Felely. Felely kind of stumbled back. He took the cut.
Felely, kick the baby.
I was planning on it.
Just kick the baby.
I just know that you were prepared to shoot if you wanted
I was
to.
prepared.
Are you waiting?
I was planning on waiting, but if it looks like it's ready to attack and kill,
It seems with bad intention.
It is a baby.
Can I throw it?
You can try and throw it, absolutely. So you got the scratch, it kind of
can I hold
emerged
out?
out.
Can I
You can
hold
hold out, absolutely. So you kind of scratch out, and it begins to kind of climb out of the water. Feel your instinct is to go ahead and just grab this thing and chuck it.
Throw it more into dry land. That way it
Absolutely.
doesn't try to escape.
All right, I want you to go ahead and roll a, I would say, a strength roll with advantage based on you being in water.
Okay. Yeah. Strength 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Before we
13.
start firing guns, we might want to
18?
attract more onto land.
18, honestly, with ease. Feel you get cut, and now this thing kind
I was thinking.
of goes on up, and you notice that its eyes wide. And you notice that these little sharp shark-like teeth kind of in this humanoid-looking face kind of emerge out, and your instincts just go ahead. You grab a hold of this thing and you chuck it, and when you chuck it, it kind of goes right past, it hits the ground right across from you, Eddie. What are you all doing?
I immediately let the bottle fall into my left hand, and then I pull out Colt's gun and I fire.
You fire. Okay, I need you to go ahead and roll and hit. Now we have officially entered combat. It is now on Eddie. I'm going to go ahead and use 2 fear to go ahead and divert the spotlight after Eddie.
Okay. Where's the Oblivion combat music?
Oh, wait.
am I in combat or am I still out of combat?
You're still everyone's in combat at this point.
So
You're in combat, but you're not noticed.
Correct.
is that okay?
So you can't be targeted, which means you still have that attack primed
Yep.
for when something bigger comes out.
Hopefully, this guy lets out a shriek for backup or something.
Yeah, I have not ignited.
Alright, bud.
As I fire at it, that is... First I should lower the count of that gun. It has reliable, so that's...
So this thing kind of hits the ground. For some
14.
reason, it still doesn't make a sound.
17
you
with
do
hope.
hear the clicking of its fingernails. 17 with hope does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah.
Take the hope. It hits the ground. It goes, and you notice it as it kind of begins to kind of struggle, climbing itself up, and it turns and looks immediately at this flame. And Eddie takes out his gun and shoots. Now I've already used fear
Use the
just as a
fearless
heads up to
turn
go ahead
the
and change the
spotlight.
spotlight.
Heard that.
That's 12, 17, 20, 22, 20 physical, 2 magical.
20 physical, 2 magical. Okay. So when you go ahead and shoot out, you notice that as the bullet hits, it almost spirals on the scales itself. But then there's a little bit of dark mist coming behind it, as if it is pushing the bullet to go pierce through. And you notice, Eddie, your chest, where that burn mark that you have begins to emit this purple hue of flame kind of going out of your chest.
Can I notice that?
I would say no, not from where you are. You cannot see that.
Heard, okay.
At this point in time, this creature kind of leaps down onto the ground and it kind of grabs a hold of itself, and it notices that the bullet had kind of deeply submerged inside it. Kind of quickly takes its nails and takes out the bullet itself, and it's looking at it like this is some foreign thing, and it throws it off, and it gets back up onto its feet, and it begins to crawl towards you. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 4 fear. I would say that Oram, you notice immediately behind you, and Felely, as you have tossed this creature, you look right beside you, and immediately out of the water, this creature, almost humanoid-like in presence, you notice the medium-sized creature kind of splash out of the water and begin to enter combat. Now, at this point in time, with this fear that I've spent, the small one, the medium-sized one, and whatever is active. The other item is slow to start. It's part of its mechanic. So you do notice that something is coming out of the water.
How big are the bubbles?
Behind you.
Behind me?
Correct. That being said, the smaller creature ends up kind of reaching towards her and pounces. I need you to go ahead and use a finesse roll just to see if you are able to go ahead and avoid the pounce portion of this damage. Oh wait, that's not that's the wrong.
Yeah, finesse. Okay. 13.
Okay. That being said, with fear, I'll take the fear. That being said, so it goes ahead and it tries to pounce you, misses you, but as it misses, it ducks and rolls almost like a Metroid ball, and with its nails end up striking behind you. Now, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Does 11 hit?
Meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it. Okay, so Vin has a little bit of insight. I should turn this around over here. But 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, you do know for reference as a +4. That being said, Eddie, you end up taking... Oh, fuck.
Don't say that.
Not a crazy amount. It was just relatively high. 17 damage. So as it leaps over you, misses you, completely hits the ground, begins to morph ball, and slashes its actual, I don't want to say fangs, but its claws directly at you and kind of cut into you, causing 17 damage. That being said, with the spotlight already used, this thing that splashes out of the water, you notice this kind of amphibian mer-like person. Yes?
Splashed out of the water?
Correct.
Into us? Does that allow me to use that attack of opportunity?
I would say that... What does it say?
When an adversary within melee range attempts to leave that range, so I guess...
Leave, so it's entering range.
Yeah, you're right. Fair.
So it splashes out, and this creature with these kind of web-like hands ends up splashing out and trying to go directly, almost pinpoint accuracy to try and stab into your eyes.
God damn, dude.
You're going to see if it hits. Oh, I should say that your evasion is the same. I rolled a natural 1, however. So it splashes out of the water, and you hear this thing kind of once again not making sound, jump out, and with its claws itself, these kind of webbed, almost like a fan of blades hand, sweep down at you. You quickly duck, and it takes another jab, and you are dodging left, right, kind of under things, kind of zipping up your pants as this thing is beginning to attack. The spotlight is now yours. That being said, you do know that there is something that is much larger coming out of a different area, but due to Daggerheart rules, some monsters do take a turn to be able to activate. So the three of you...
I have something that... I have an idea.
Okay.
Hear me out. If GM's okay with it, if I roll with hope, take a shot, hurt one of them, and then bang on the bell, because I'm near the bell.
You're not near a bell.
Aren't I near like one of the bells?
The water itself is shaped like a bell.
Isn't there like something on the bell on the bridge and stuff? Or
Not
is that
on the
just
bridge.
Oh, it's not.
No, there's
No,
a
but
cathedral.
The moment you hit the shot, or the moment you fire the damn thing, it's gonna draw attention.
Yeah.
Should I aim for the bell?
Aim for the
No,
creature.
aim for the creature.
Just aim for the creature then?
Yeah.
Gotta make big boo-boos.
Even if it doesn't make a big boo-boo, it's that thing's a bell in and of itself.
So what do you guys do?
Real quick,
Yeah.
vitality potion.
Okay. Still have it.
I do still have it.
Yeah.
Does that add temporary health, or does that add temporary...
It's 3 temporary, so 3 uses, temporary armor slots.
If I were to use it, does it add 3 temporary armor slots, or do I
It
have to
is
use that per attack?
As 3 charges.
Okay,
Yep.
never mind.
But you do have 2 cloth-wearing individuals that it might help.
Yeah. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, so
I will say that the person needs to have it, so it's not a potion that you can just shove into Feley's mouth when he gets slashed. It's something that he has to kind of... Yeah.
okay, so 2 creatures have popped up.
2 creatures have popped up. Both are engaged with 2 of your companions right now.
So we have the merman, the one that's more thin looking, right?
So you have this smaller creature and the more humanoid-like creature. I don't want to say it's thin by any means.
Humanoid, okay. I'm gonna attack the humanoid.
I'm gonna
Okay.
ignite.
You're going to ignite? Okay. So,
So he ignites, and
okay.
that's when I know to take the shot.
okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. Now, you'll use your hope and fear dice.
Right, I use that
And then it
first.
is finesse, if I recall, from that weapon.
To ignite, I don't have to do... I have to mark a stress.
I meant with the...
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. You're
It's finesse.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
It's finesse. The range is very far, so we don't have to worry about that.
You have to read it. That's cocked. 2 for fear.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
8, 9. If you take a shot...
But is it because of, what if I'm hidden though?
Doesn't matter. Unless
Can I
something
use
down
my
here,
experience
you
in
can
the
read
shadows?
this. Not to roll to hit, unfortunately.
Mark of death on skill. No, that's a successful.
Okay. So you shoot, and I would say Feley and Eddie, you hear immediately, and I would say Feley, you've never heard the sound of this type of weapon, but this bullet shoots out, and
Wow.
as you're taking it, as you're zipping yourself up and dodging, you notice right in between you and this creature, I would say for a split second, a bullet the size of about 3 inches kind of goes right past you, and both you and the creature like immediately back off from one another, and fortunately entirely misses.
That sucks. Can I put the weapon behind my back and like rush towards?
Yeah, it's got a strap.
Yeah, I
No.
could say that your spotlight is ended on your next spotlight, absolutely. Feley and Eddie.
He missed an attack.
Oh, I apologize. Yes.
I hate to be the guy that
No, you're right.
tells
You're
the
right.
teacher that he
My
missed his homework.
brain always is trying to shift. I would end up using a fear, and the creature that is coming out of the actual water itself and the actual dinger portion emerges. It is not what was described from, I would say, Zephyr's book, but you end up noticing, almost shark-like in appearance, a water ganassi. I would say, Eddie, as this thing kind of emerges out, you barely get a glimpse, and it's one of the patrons of the last night's drinking festivities.
Was it the one that was hanging on me?
No, it was not.
Okay.
That being said, it kind of emerges out, and with this spotlight, this thing is going to go ahead, and the bullet went right past, I would say, Felely and this creature. So it immediately sees this bullet, and immediately just and you notice almost like a gurgle that happens, but not proper sound comes out of its vocal cords. Fuck. Natural 20. That being said, it ends up taking this opportunity as the bullet kind of swings on past. It kneels down deep and then juts out forward with its fan of blades attack. Felely, you end up taking 16 damage as it juts these almost nail-like into you and rips up. The spotlight is now back on the two of you.
I'm using armor and taking 1.
Okay.
With the water ganassi coming out of the water and me igniting and grabbing my other gun and getting scratched, I turn to the little fucker on the ground, and as I do, I look over at Zephyr and I go, "Kill that bitch!" And then I point it down at the little fucker. And I'm gonna spend an experience here.
You're Zephyr, you don't have to tell me twice. And he flips around and takes out both of his weapons and pivots over and begins charging towards the water ganassi.
As I do, actually I'm not gonna point both in. I'm gonna spread my attention here. Still with Colt's legacy, or now with Susanna pointed at the creature who just fucking chewed on my legs.
Yeah.
And I point the other one at the water ganassi.
Okay. I'll need 2 different roll to hits for
Yeah,
both.
exactly. This actually gets me a good opportunity for this.
I would say with the distance of the water ganassi, it would be with disadvantage. Forewarning.
What if the weapon has reliable on it?
I would say that it would end up negating.
Then I will not add the +1 for reliable.
Okay.
For the little fucker, that's... Oh, that was a 7, 16, 19. Little fucker gets hit with 19 with hope.
19 with hope. Oh, it definitely hits. Take the hope.
Oh, sorry, fear.
With fear, I'll take the fear.
And that's... the water ganassi gets hit with 21 with hope.
21 with hope. That definitely hits from that distance.
Solid.
And since I am ignited, little fucker gets hit with... Fucking Jesus! It's not even all the dice yet. 16, 19, 23 plus 2 magical.
Okay. 23 with 2 magical. Okay.
And our water ganassi friend, 10, 12, 15 plus 2 magical, and both are ignited, so for each action they do, that's a +4 fire.
+4 fire. Fair enough. How do you want to do this with the little one?
As I'm as I just quickly fire, or I guess it'd be this way, as I quickly fire with Colt's legacy, I look down at the motherfucker, and I forgot to apply my experience. I'm taking my health back. I point down at him, and I kind of just got this mean embrace on me as my blue figure comes up, and as I pull the trigger, you kind of see from the purple in my chest a quick zap of purple in flame flow into my hand and then into the bullet, and its head fucking explodes.
Just splatters. Just when it hits the ground, there is a definitive kind of. I would say, Eddie, you notice just this blue and black like blood that just splatters across the actual sand itself and become coagulated is the word, against the actual sand itself. And the other one, as you take out your other pistol and shoot out, and it's hitting the water ganassi, and you notice him just kind of like shrug it off, but it doesn't seem to have the same scales as the creature that is on the ground. With that, Zephyr was charging up towards and ended up hitting with the success, jumping up into the air and slashing his two blades into the creature, and is now interlocked. Eddie, you're up in your last spotlight.
Fear.
Fear.
Oh, with fear, I
And
apologize.
Felely.
Yeah, same thing.
Fair enough. So as I would say that kind of was happening at the same time with Zephyr, just for my brain. This thing splatters. The big water ganassi ends up charging up towards Zephyr and is going to go ahead and try and attack. Hits. When he does, he ends up causing a fair amount of damage, slashing up into him.
Zephyr?
To Zephyr itself. And Zephyr, as he gets slashed, he notices, and this is almost like these elongated kind of, like, once again, claw-like structures. So he slashes up into it, and he's going to go ahead and try and bite with his shark-like mouth onto Zephyr, and does succeed and has him into a grapple, causing extra damage. It is now Felely, you're the last one to use the spotlight.
Okay. I'm just gonna chuck this alchemy fire at the
Oh, yeah.
water creature dude.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Not the ganassi, the creepy
Yeah,
one.
the one in front of you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, you bitch. 4 throws. Is that strength, agility, or finesse?
It will end up being a finesse roll.
Finesse. 3 fear. Or 4 fear.
4 fear, I'll take the fear. So you chuck it, and unfortunately, it just goes bloop, into the water. It's in the water, oddly enough. This creature, as it quickly dodges and immediately kind of like lets out, like almost, it looks like it should make sound, but it lets out this kind of like noise,
Echo.
this kind of echo
Echo
that I would say, due to your amphibian nature, you kind of pick up on. And you hear this sound almost like kind of like piercing needles into your ears. That being said, it quickly flips back, does a backflip, and then hops into the water.
Attack of opportunity.
Oh, there you go.
Yes,
Go ahead. See,
yes.
roll to hit. There
Finally.
you are.
Oh. All right, I'll take that, whatever that ends up being.
3.
3. Oh.
3. Yeah.
7, so 10.
Plus
Was 12.
12 just hits.
Nice.
So you slash up into the creature. Go ahead and do damage. It doesn't stop the creature for your attack of opportunity, but cause damage. Go ahead.
Okay. So d20, 13, a dirty 20, and then I have a 1 strike that is plus 10, so 30.
30 damage. So as you kind of dig into your blade as it turns away to do a backflip, you kind of dismember its left leg, and it like hits the ground, begins to kind of crawl away. I'm going to say because of the fear, it ends up kind of getting into the water, and then it's going to go ahead and roll the alchemy fire at you. Oh. So these things seem to be very intelligent, and you notice that. And I would say from the documentation from Zephyr, they're intelligent. 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
What is the stat on that again for alchemy?
It's 2d12 for the alchemy fire.
There is like a thing you guys.
So in that case, it caused, you notice this from the water, kind of smack against you, and you begin to light a flame. You have 7, 8, 9, 10 damage to you.
10.
You begin to light on fire, and you
Breaking
can't
armor.
seem to get rid of it.
Okay.
That being said, all spotlights are off.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
You're good, dude. You're not apologizing.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 fear. You notice 2 other bubbling kind of coming out of the water. I would say Felely, you notice as you're catching on flame and kind of trying to pat yourself out, these two little creatures, the same with long fingernails, kind of splatter out, and they kind of begin to charge towards Felely. The two of them are going to go ahead and slash, since it is now my spotlight.
Oh, do you use fear to... Is that what you did? You used
Correct,
fear to...
yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Summon them.
Actually,
So the first one, 8 to hit.
8 misses.
So the little one ended up crawling out of the water, and it notices as you are lighting on flame, it kind of like bats the flames away from its own eyes and tries to swipe at you and misses. That being said, once again, 8, the other one, as they emerge out of the water, they are kind of blinded by the flame that Felely is ignited at this point in time. The one that tossed the Alchemist flame, it's done. The larger one had finished its attack against Zephyr. Spotlight is now back on you. You do know that 2 other creatures have emerged, and I'm going to go ahead, before I finish, you hear a scream being dragged into the water itself from somewhere else across the lake.
how close am I to Felely?
I'd say you're roughly about 40 feet. You're relatively close.
Wait,
So I can run to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
can Felely, without using an action, just
Jump into the water.
jump into the water?
You
It's
do
Alchemist
know.
fire.
Yes.
So it's not going to be put out by water, but if I
Eddie's heading over
can,
there.
I'm going to try and go over there and see if I can take it.
I would like
yeah.
for Fire Ganassi, I want you to go ahead and I want you to roll
They
a,
could do that.
I would say instinct roll. See if you can absorb the flame off of Felely so he doesn't get hit again from the Alchemist fire.
I can't do, or it's not like something I can inherently do, but it's Daggerheart. You make it up as you go.
Exactly. He's going to try and absorb the flame right now.
Can I also heal, by the way?
Yeah, pop a potion. You can use that instinct.
You said it's instinct?
It'll end up being your instinct roll, yes, sir.
That's fine.
Something just comes natural to you.
Oh, shit!
What kind of potion was that, though?
Just a minor.
Oh, it was
1d4.
okay, gotcha.
I closed my character sheet.
Ah!
There it is.
Does anyone want any wine?
Oh, I shouldn't drink anymore.
Yeah, I do.
I gotta drive home.
Same. Appreciate it, though.
You can take it out of there. You're not going anywhere.
Could I use
It's been a
my
rough day.
hot-headed nature?
You can.
Or
You can
my
roll your
experience.
+2. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
100%. I love seeing the experience, by the way. And,
19 with fear.
19 with fear. I'll take the fear. However, Eddie, you use your spotlight and feel like you're catching on fire. You begin to kind of scream out as you begin to dry up. You notice immediately as your eye sockets begin to just kind of sink back in to your skull, and Eddie immediately kind of grabs a hold and just kind of absorbs the Alchemist's fire. Eddie,
Can you ignite?
I would say that you gain 1 HP.
Oh.
I was gonna say, can you expend, disperse the alchemist fire?
So that it ends up getting absorbed at this point in time. 1
Okay.
HP. So Felely, you end
Yeah,
up
I'd
kind
say
of calming down. You immediately begin to kind of brush the water up against your face. But you're no longer on fire. The spotlight is still yours.
You want to go next?
Yeah, you said it. Yeah.
So you put away this thing behind you, this
Yeah, it's
foreign
alright, it's
weapon.
alright.
You're charging which way? Towards Felely or towards
Let's see.
Zephyr?
Felely. Eddie and Felely are together now.
Yeah.
Zephyr has this huge creature.
Yeah.
My goal is I'm gonna try to get up there and shank this creature.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. You kind of ditch this foreign
It's
weapon.
slapped
and you-
on my shoulder.
Yeah, slapped on your
but
back.
I'm not reloading it.
No. Okay. Go ahead and you're charging
Actually,
forward.
you rolled with fear. It's already reloaded.
It's sure.
Oh, okay, cool. Good to know.
Because it's a cursed weapon, if you roll with fear, it reloads
Fail.
instantly. You don't have to
Well,
spend
what
anything
is-
to do it.
7, 8, 9.
Or
What
in
do I
this
roll
case,
with?
stress.
Agility, right?
Whatever it says here.
It's a
Agility.
dagger,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
hits.
This big creature?
They're larger to hit, easier to hit.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it.
So you kind of dart on forward. You notice that Zephyr's kind of interlocked with this water ganassi, and they're very shark-like. And you're getting your blades out there, going kind of back and forth, and you've managed to find an opportunity to strike.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up. So I pull out my blades, I dash forward, and I'm gonna go stab.
Okay, absolutely. So go ahead and roll damage for your 2 weapons.
Now, because of my scar, I do also do magic damage.
Correct. However, this is not a magical creature. This
You're right,
is
it's
a water
Ganassi.
Ganassi.
Yeah,
Correct.
so maybe it's...
Or a waterkin. Waterkin.
Knowing that knowledge, am I able to use my simple dagger that has poison?
You can do the 2 damage, absolutely. But I will say that waterkin are immune to poison.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, that's a natural
Do
trait.
I know that or no?
I don't know. I don't think you know that.
Okay, well,
This is
I'm
probably
just
the
going to
first
full
time.
send it then.
Okay, you do damage. Go ahead and roll damage.
So
you definitely
2d4
hit.
plus 1d4.
Roll the damage.
To stress.
Cool.
Oh, wait, d4. Sorry.
Try it.
4.
4, nice.
2, and then 1d4 plus stress.
Okay. You're gonna do
Because
that
of the... let me show you.
It's okay, just roll it.
Okay.
I trust you.
Sorry. 1.
Okay. Total damage?
4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so you
And they
can
lose a stress.
absolutely. So he's a little bit more stressed out. So you end up going on there, and have nothing with mark for death, right? Make sure you're
On
reading
successful weapon tech, you can mark a stress to make the target marked for death. Attacks you make against the target that marked for death gain a bonus to damage equal to 1d4 per tier.
There
I
you
will
go.
do that.
Pretty cool.
There
I
you go.
will use a stress. Thank you.
There you go. Make sure you know dive
I know
in.
I've never because
I know, this is
wasn't
the
able
first
to
combat.
use my weapon.
Last time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So go ahead and add another on top of that.
Yes.
So you notice that you
4.
see him kind of emerge from the shadows himself and kind of dashing over, and you notice this interlocking battle with Zephyr. And Zephyr sees you out of the corner of his eye and kind of like kicks into his shin. He kneels down to one knee, and then you kind of swiftly jump up the air and take your 2 daggers and kind of
it's more
cut
like
directly in.
I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna stab him.
Okay,
So
you
1,
slash
2,
in and boom, boom, and then you
then
have the
one
other.
more, yeah.
What was the damage?
4.
4. So
Dual blade steam and dance.
damage. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Causing some severe damage to him.
Nice.
That being said,
Thank you, Jim.
has everyone used their, or
Haven't gone yet.
go ahead, Felely.
Alright, I'm gonna send a hope to use whirlwind.
Ooh, there we go. You have the 2 next to you.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh shit.
Alright, bitch. Let's go.
Roll a hit.
11, 15, 16, 17.
With hope, take the hope. 17 definitely hits.
And I heal because of my sword.
There you go.
Let's fucking go. Make
go.
up for that 1 potion.
Kind of. Bro. Yeah.
You just kind of like took a sip and you're like,
Yeah, I feel like you kind of just like drank it and then the bottle shattered. You weren't able to drink all of it.
There we go. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage for that shit.
Sick. Alright, D20, 7.
Let's fucking go, bro.
Let's see. 12, 7, 19.
19?
And then the... What's close to me?
So you have the actually technically 2 of those smaller creatures next to you.
Oh, because the other one jumps into the water.
Jump into the water, yes sir.
Okay, yeah. They're both full health anyway, right? So... one of them takes full, the other one takes...
Half, okay.
Half damage.
So 6 damage and then 12 damage plus anything or anything like that?
You're plus 9, which you already did, right?
Yeah, I already added all my stuff.
Perfect.
Separate your attacks?
He's using whirlwind. So
Yeah.
he's using like AoE.
Whirlwind does half damage?
To the
For
second person.
To the second. So full
Oh.
damage to the first.
Full damage to the first and then second damage gets the half damage.
Yeah, so first
So definitely causing some damage to the 2 of you. So you take out as you you finally put your cock back into your zipper, and you take out your blade and then just kind of quickly do a whirlwind.
slippery.
You hit one of them, slash, and then you kind of swoop around and kind of cut one of the other arms off, and you notice that it lets out this like, it doesn't make a sound, but once again it opens up these kind of shark-like teeth in anger as one of its limbs kind of fall on down. Spotlight is back onto me. The 2 are going to go ahead and attack Felely. Jesus Christ. First one misses. Second one definitely hits though. It kind of, the first one, as you slash into it and you cut off its arm, it tries to quickly slash back out to you and you dodge and parry, but when that happens, the other one takes this opportunity to leap. I need you to go ahead and roll a strength roll to see if you get pinned or not.
12, 15, 16, 17.
Success.
With hope.
That being said, so as it tries to go ahead and jump over, and it misses, unfortunately, the pounce, not unfortunately,
Well, not
the pounce,
unfortunately.
and it slashes up behind you, causing 9 damage to you.
9. And so if I use the reduce the threshold, can I negate that damage or not?
Absolutely,
Okay,
yeah. You
I was
can
gonna
completely
mark
get
stress
rid
to
of
do
it. So as this thing kind of swishes onto, Felely does his flex and just kind of part of the cloth rips off, but behind is glistening muscle.
He's just lat spreading.
just, he just takes it. That being said, it is now the one in the water. I would say that it ends up. I would say where it ends up. I'm going to see if it can roll a finesse roll. So that being said, it is quietly emerges out of the water with one of its legs missing and crawls, and it has enough movement speed to go ahead and do a stealth attack on Eddie. Let's see if it hits. However, it did get up close enough to go ahead and completely miss his vision. 16 to hit, which I know hits. Eddie with the stealth damage.
You're fucked. I'll break free.
Didn't roll too crazy, so 18 damage as it begins to crawl, and you kind of, as you're shooting these creatures, you immediately feel on your heel, your Achilles heel, teeth dig into you, and you notice just the sizzling smell of like fish being cooked as it bites into you, and the flames are kind of cooking its mouth. Causing that damage. The larger creature, I would say, it seems to be interlocked, even though it got slashed from
A good amount.
Oram. It's still focused on the interlocking battle of Zephyr. It's going to go ahead and try and hit Zephyr, which does hit, causing minor damage, thankfully, as it slashes on into it. It's going to go ahead and use an ability, though. It's going to use Tidic Wave. I use a fear to be able to do that. And it grabs a hold, as it slashes into Zephyr, it grabs a hold of the water and throws it up in the air, and you notice that it spirals and then immediately ends up dropping. And when it does, it smacks the water as if it is a concrete ball and it tries to hit you.
That's pretty badass. If I'm gonna get hit by that,
13?
brother. My brother in Christ.
Hit. So it ends up causing you 19 damage as it hits this almost concrete barrier. So as you slash into it, it slashes into Oram, kind of quickly grabs up almost this ball of water and backhands it and hitting Oram in the face.
I'm gonna use an armor slot. Do I
Okay.
get knocked back?
You get knocked back 10 feet.
Heard.
So you kind of skid and actually get submerged into the water at this point in time. Spotlight is now back on you.
Okay. I want to do something, if that's okay with you guys.
Send it.
I'm gonna make, if it's okay with GM, a presence roll. I'm gonna scream as loud. I'm gonna take off my.
You already have your hood
I
off.
have it off, right? Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I'm gonna scream as loud as I can at the top of my lungs and like try to make an attack because I want people to know what's going on in the village.
Okay. Absolutely. Go ahead and roll a presence roll.
Is that okay?
That's okay.
In the meantime, I have realized that my custom printed whirlwind card is wrong.
Oh!
I don't know how I got it wrong. I think I just copied a portion of the attack, and when I noticed there was no period, I was like, alright, period.
Okay, I mean, there you
I got a critical 2-2.
For presence, go ahead and remove a stress, gain a hope. So you let out a cry. I would say
Like a
that.
scream.
Okay,
I don't want to
absolutely.
sound like a pussy.
No, you let out a scream. I would say
Tarzan style?
normally at the beginning of each of your spotlights, I would normally use a fear, but it is in vain. Someone did not get taken underwater. You notice that people are noticing and beginning to scatter.
Wait, so that one woman that we heard the scream from,
She was taken.
she was taken.
Correct.
She's a coward. She deserved it. Yeah.
That being said, my fear was in vain with that roll. Now, what are you doing with the rest of your spotlight?
Am I able to wait, or is this like full send? Just scream and then go for the attack.
So you being yelling out that they're coming out of the water.
Does that count as an action or
I
not?
would say no. That does
Okay.
not count as an action.
I'm gonna
You can
go
roll the hit.
for
the water ganassi.
I'm going to go for the water ganassi.
Okay. I am out of fear.
Good.
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 You know what that
Roll the
means?
hit.
You son of a bitch.
Don't roll with fear. Oh wait, hold on.
Wait.
He did an attack.
He did do an attack. Or well, he yelled out. Or the creature did an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I'm sorry.
Water Ganassi, who's on fire, did
Yeah.
an attack and takes 1 damage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, toasty, dude.
Yeah, he's feeling. You can kind of see him kind of begin catching fire where the bullet hit. It's almost like a delayed reaction, but the flames are beginning to emit.
Oh my god, dude. Wait, no.
Oh, you're
no,
dyslexic.
no. I'm stupid.
That's okay. That's okay.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah.
Okay.
I know 12's like past.
12, I'll take the fear.
Well, no, I did with hope. Oh, sorry. It wasn't 11. It was 6.
9 and a 6.
Yeah. I'm
9.
sorry.
Oh,
it
with
wasn't
hope.
six.
Okay.
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. So go ahead and take the hope. You had so that hits. That definitely hits.
Okay, so I'm going to
Roll
use
damage.
my dagger, my D8, my crystal dagger. This is the first time I used it.
2d8.
2D8, yes. Just so you know.
Technically do both. Just a heads up.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do 1.
You do 2d8 and 2d4.
Okay, cool.
I just was never a big fan. It's too easy.
5.
On the modern era,
So 5 plus, you can do 2 of those.
However, Revolt
5,
probably
6,
one of
7,
my favorite guns of all time, like against
5, 6,
9.
7, 8, 9. And then the other one.
2d4.
That's a fair
This guy.
guy. A lot of people are
And roll
Thank
that
you.
one.
too easy to just whip it out every time.
3.
Kinda like a
9, 10, 11,
Yeah,
12.
Obviously, I
13,
can't
14,
say
15, 16. Plus the mark for death.
Okay, go ahead and roll that again.
16.
But people don't understand.
Yeah. But that's
1.
1. 16,
17.
17.
17 damage. All right. So you go ahead and how do you want to do this?
Oh! Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
So what's going to happen is I'm going to stab its leg.
Okay.
I want it to drop down if that's okay.
Yeah. You,
Stab its side,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna stab its throat.
Okay. So in front of Zephyr, there's a stab to the leg. It drops down to one leg, right into the kidney, and then the other one right up to its throat. And its throat just begins to kind of gush blood, and it drops down to this water ganassi down into the water.
And I give Zephyr a nod.
And then
Just so you know.
he kind of gives an acknowledgement. I would say that the blood that comes out of the water ganassi floats above the actual black water. It's sitting there as if there's a contrast of almost like oil to water, if you will.
So this water is thicker than blood.
And I did roll with hope, so the spotlight
It's still
as
yours.
far is it's still us.
Who wants to go next?
Now let's pretend like my special device didn't start freaking the fuck out, and I may have diverted my attention.
Yeah.
And I didn't divert my attention away. How many creatures are surrounding Felely right now?
2.
Got 2 little ones.
Although there's one literally anchor biting your ankle.
That's right.
Munching on you.
Munching on me.
With one leg off.
Wasn't that the one that was in the water?
It was. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Wasn't that a bigger one?
That was the medium-sized one.
Medium
yes,
size.
absolutely.
Yeah. So the
Did he
medium sized
get-
one's munching on you?
Yes.
Is he? And he's still alive?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
biting the shit
So
out
the
of
medium
your
one's
leg.
munching on you. I have 2 little babies around my feet.
Okay.
But it did dismember a leg.
Yeah. So he's hurting.
Yeah, and that's because that's where I expended my armor slot and 1 use of vitality. So I still have 2 armor and 2 vitality left.
And you can stack. The vitality potion can stack.
Yeah, that's. Can I stack the vitality potion multiple times?
You could if you wanted to, yes.
That's a.
You have
waste
2
of
charges
vitality.
left.
It's-
Vitality potions are badass.
Yeah.
Homebrew, bitch.
Yeah.
What potion do you have, Miguel?
I have
You have that speed
Potion
right?
speed.
Yeah, speed.
Okay.
Which is just like crack or something. I think.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you'd
basically
be able to
right.
attack like 3 fucking times or some crazy shit like that.
I think it just gives you 1 extra action.
And I'm close enough to the other 2 because I'm still technically at foot.
You're within 40 feet. You're not grappled by any means.
I'm not grappled, but I'm still close to
Feely, yes.
Felely because I
Within-
had to run up and take the flame off of them.
Correct. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. You're right next to Felely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I apologize.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
So, same thing with Felely. I'm gonna go ahead and use Whirlwind with this next attack,
Nice.
and it's gonna be cool how I do it. And I'm mostly gonna be targeting the gentleman behind me, or the gentleman ankle biting me.
Okay. So that'll be the main hit, and then everyone surrounding will take half damage.
That's 3 plus 18.
18 hits.
18 hits with hope.
With hope, take the hope.
So I'm gonna
Nice.
take that hope back. And as I am taking this bite, the yellow flame of the alchemical fire wears off, and there's just a flash of that dark flame as I point both guns up and I shoot one up, and then I fire right back at it, and the bullet hits the bullet at the top, bounces down to the gentleman nibbling on my toes.
Almost melodic. There's the first bullet, and immediately the second bullet goes off, but then for some reason you hear the sound of tinging as they ricochet down.
6 plus 3, that's 9. Oh shit.
So the first creature, what is the max damage? And then we'll do half for the other two.
9, 6. Sorry, this is taking me a while. 15 plus another 9, that's 24. 24 plus 7, 31 plus 4 magic damage this time around. That's 35. 35 on the main creature, and as it hits the bullet in the air, it causes almost a explosion in that black flame.
Kind of shrapnel, kind of
Yeah.
bursting down into it. So how do you want to do this for the ankle biter? As he is kind of gripping a hold of you and you shot that blast.
As the bullet comes down, it pierces his head, and it starts to drill in, similar to the first one, until there's that black flame pushing against it, and then it just drills directly into his head as fire begins to emit from that hole in his head.
So this kind of black flame as it kind of lits out. When you notice that the skin kind of burns off and a skeletal mass is appearing, and for a split second I would say that you see a flashback. There's these void-like flames that you notice. Remember from your first delve, you notice that the skeletal eye sockets do a void-like flame for just a second and then disappear as it lets go of its grasp. The other two are severely damaged as now Feley's.
They take 17, and they're on fire.
They're on fire right now.
I'm gonna whirlwind it up as well.
Let's do it.
I hope.
A little crowd control.
Oh yeah, I have to.
Roll to hit.
Oh, you dumbass. 10 fear.
Plus?
12 fear.
12?
Yeah.
Just hits.
Dude, let's
Oh
go.
shit, that was a trick shot. Anybody stressed or missing hope?
Feley's right next to you.
Feely has stress.
I've
I
used
know
2
Felix.
hope and I've used 1 stress.
I do have one stress actually.
Go ahead and gain 2 hope and relieve yourself of that 1 stress.
There you go.
Thank you.
Puts me at
You're going to use a stress right now to be able to use the whirlwind.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I just marked that again.
Yeah, just mark that again.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage. They are severely injured.
Whirlwind's a hope. My bad. Okay.
3 plus what? 10?
3 plus 7. So 10?
10 damage.
Yeah. For the first 2, the most damaged one, and then the 5 for the weakest.
Okay. You
one.
slash into the other one when you kind of quickly wedge your blade into its neck, and it kind of just decapitates. It falls off, and immediately use that momentum to slash the other one. And when you slash into it, it quickly uses its nails to break through, and you cut through. It is now its spotlight. It's going to immediately go after Felely from being slashed. Sadly, as it tries to attack and it has no nails, it tries to slash at you but completely misses. It is now your spotlight.
Take 3 damage.
Oh, it is dead.
Oh.
It turns into a smoldering.
As it slashes, it just kind of like ignites, and you hear, I would say, Felely specifically, as it like ignites into flame and hits the water, you begin hearing inhuman screams as it goes through. I have no more fear. There's no more people being abducted or taken. You guys have won this fight.
Oh, we still got 2 people to kill.
Say what?
We still have 2 people to kill.
No, I think we killed him.
You killed them all.
The medium and the Ganassi?
The Ganassi is dead.
I killed him.
Oh, okay.
The medium killed from
Oh, okay. We're
the
straight.
2 little ones. You guys have killed what was present. I had nothing more to say.
I was gonna say because the woman was dragged.
So you do know during that fight you heard a total of 2 screams.
But one was prevented.
The third one was prevented.
Oh, so there was 2 that were taken.
Correct.
Yeah.
The pissing guy at the very beginning.
And then the lady screaming.
Correct.
Yeah.
That being said, we're going to go ahead and take a smidge of a break. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. This is still going to be recording. I'll edit that, but still
just
recording. I have to piss like a motherfucker.
You need a hand?
Alright, let's
Like
Oh,
4
no.
times.
Yeah.
That's going to
be a
fire hydrant.
Honestly, probably the best we've used our classes so far.
I think so, yeah. That's solid.
That was the first time I got to use Whirlwind in outside of my one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like
We're
winning and gaining HP back because that fucking health potion sucked ass.
Dude, I know. I rolled so bad for that thing.
So-
That was hilarious.
Fucking won.
Oh, 1, bro. What's up with this dice? Yeah. That's,
Now it works.
I was tanking in a very different way than Felely, but Felely, you tanked it.
I was
You
trying
guys did
to.
great. You sucked up his fire because he would have taken.
I'm
And like,
Yeah, the fire
judging
is
from
clutch.
what Shane was saying,
fucking
dude.
love Dagger.
That was
Yeah, and
clutch.
you gained that HP back.
Yeah. That was
But,
super
like-
clutch.
From what he was saying, fire does extra damage to Felely.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking little water dude.
So I took that flame from him, and
And you healed up 1.
you did that scream.
Well, because I fucking sucked ass with that rifle shot. Which I'm giving you back the rifle, by the way.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna let you keep it. Are you kidding?
No, I don't. Yeah.
So did I clearly you saw it, but do you understand
What's the rifle
plan
look
yet?
like?
The rifle
It's
has
like a sniper rifle.
it's a sniper rifle,
Like an
but
elephant gun?
And we're
kind of.
back.
It's like an elephant gun. It's got like the metal is mithril.
You
It
about to
kind
keep that.
of shines.
Oh, that? Okay, yeah.
a little,
stock, yeah.
Sounds
like
good.
with an inhuman glow.
pretty
Like one of these Johns?
Pretty good.
Yeah, but
Pretty
it has a scope.
Okay.
We were talking nerdy stuff.
Or it's a bolt action.
Bolt action? Okay, it's not
So-
a break.
Yeah, so it uses usually fear to reload.
Yeah.
It
it's kinda
uses fear gets you a free reload, but if you roll with, I kind of want to
Hope.
rewrite how it works, just because most weapons you have to spend stress rather than an action to reload.
Cool. Yeah.
It would cut into my infinitely draining stress pool, but I managed to not lose all my stress this time around because I played it smart.
Yeah.
Um,
That was like our best fight, honestly.
all I had to do was expend 1 stress and I get grit, so I didn't use any stress.
So Zephyr approaches kind of covered in a little bit of blood.
It's got like a black handle.
And he kind of brushes the water past him, and 3 of you, a little battered but not crazy damage had happened to you. He approaches.
That wasn't too bad, I guess. Great job.
Yeah, good work.
Tell me,
And he takes out his booklet again.
what did you notice about these things that I could write about to add to the Slayers Guild?
Well, these creatures were working with a water ganassi.
We noticed that for the footprints, humanoid. We do know that they're now present in this place. They're working with some of the waterkin that are here.
Yeah, so there's corruption within the city. We also know that they've been taking people, unfortunately.
For what reasons, we don't know. Alright,
They vocalize in a weird way. It's almost like like, I don't know, a dolphin would talk to one another, right? They
Yeah.
don't actually make noise, but they can hear each other in some sort of other frequency.
Different frequency. Good.
They are daft little cunts. As Eddie kind of like kicks the dead one that was just
Goes limp.
chewing on him.
Speaking of, we should take a corpse for
I agree.
the turn-in.
I agree with that.
Let's take the big
Question
one.
to GM.
Yeah.
When we heard the scream, was it off in the distance?
He's off in this.
Okay, so I'm gonna relay that. When we heard the scream, there's other parts of this town. It seems like they're infiltrating. We saw the one gentleman.
I will say they were grabbing from Feley's after
Feley
his
knows
piss. I would say that he
Okay.
noticed people were just being taken and dragged into the water.
So we don't know why they're dragging people, but for some reason they need people.
There's a lot more, too.
Yeah.
They're attacking at different times.
Different parts of the city too.
Yeah.
What did you guys see under the water?
We saw. Well, we did see a few ruins and carvings, and it looks like old scriptures of movement of people
So it
and
seems to be.
sacrifices.
So chances are that the two that were taken
Oh yeah, sorry.
were sacrificed. Or in prep of sacrifice. If this tradition is continuing.
We don't know the layers at exactly,
No.
but there's other locations in town.
So,
It's all interconnected. This
You,
town.
you notice that Zephyr goes ahead and he removes the head and claws of each creature.
Hey, no, I want that skull.
you want the skull? Which
Yeah.
one?
The one that was nibbling on my ankle. The big one.
The big one.
He ends up taking off and breaking a hold of it. Go ahead and add the Mer skull to your inventory.
Hell yeah.
Can I see what's on the water ganassi?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a knowledge roll.
22 with fear.
22 with fear. I'll take the fear.
-1, sorry, so 21 with fear.
21 with fear. Inside, you notice a handful of gold you can add to your inventory. You do notice that just one handful of gold. You do notice
Any letter.
you don't see any literature. However, I would say that with that roll in general, there is a brand on not only the water ganassi, but each and every creature that is there. And that is a cross with a serpent kind of going around it.
Okay, so like,
Nice.
sorry.
You're okay. But there is some kind of, I don't want to say tattoo, but it is more of a branding on each and every one of these creatures.
Sorry.
You're good.
Okay, so branding cross.
Cross
The
with a
serpent.
serpent kind of wrapping around it. Kind of crudely drawn.
Really.
Very similar
it
to
looks
that.
dumb.
Yeah, no, that works.
This
That
looks
works.
stupid, but like,
Yeah.
Deathly Hallows?
all of these creatures have this type of
Okay.
tattoo.
Sword and snake?
Including
Cross with snake.
Okay.
the water ganassi.
Okay. So
Specifically.
where are all these tattoos located and on all these creatures?
I would say with that roll, you notice that it is behind the back of the neck.
Back
Not
back.
visible, but like between shoulder blades and like middle of the spine.
Okay, I'm gonna relay that to everybody.
Okay, absolutely.
So everyone knows now. Even the water ganassi, they have this tattoo.
It's not visible like under like above his clothing, but under his clothing you
Right.
can notice it.
Yeah. I say we drag the water ganassi's corpse and one of the little gremlin dudes
Someone might know who this person is.
Yeah. See if we can figure out who it is
Yeah.
and show it to homeboys so we can get paid.
Yeah.
I'll help you carry it if you want.
So
We'll
the
just drive it.
guild underneath won't be open until morning, quote unquote. Should we pursue further or should we hold off?
At this point in time, I'd say it's about 3 a.m.
I'd say a whole lot, honestly.
Bars are closed. Depending on what you want to do.
I mean, we can go underwater, but it's like...
The problem is that we don't know where the screams came from for the women. So
You just know that they were taken from the water and into the from the water and brought into the water.
right.
I guess
And
the job's not done yet.
It's not done yet, but what about the water gun? So we could go to the bar and talk to Torrent to see if he knows this person.
It's not a bad idea. Their shop is closed up, but
Can we get a hold of Torrent?
We'll have to wait till morning.
I think we might have to wait till morning.
What should we do then?
Wait till morning.
Wait till morning.
Use a rest.
We can go ahead
Should
and
we do
rest
short,
up.
like GM's short rest? Can we do short rest, or are we able to do? Because full rest is how many hours?
8.
8 hours.
I
Short
think
rest is
no one's going to be open until morning.
all right.
So we can go ahead. Whoever has beds at the inn, I think we all do actually. But if you want to go ahead and rest up, we'll rest up.
We also have a corpse, though. So.
Yeah. Well, don't worry about that.
Okay.
I'll take care of those. I'll have them presentable after a little bit of dissecting. Ready to go for
Okay.
our turn in.
Do you need help with that dissecting?
No, don't worry about it.
What the fuck the corpses do?
What are you little
This guy's a necrophiliac.
Bro.
Obi?
The Slayers Guild.
Yeah.
I'm
bro.
always trying to increase what humanity has against creatures like this. Your knowledge that you have given me has boosted things that we look for in the Slayer category.
It's like he's rubbing it in my face.
Yeah.
So that being
Get
said,
away with breaking into the forge and working.
it is nighttime, you guys. It is an open
3 a.m.
forge, depending on what you want to do. Now, bear in mind, if you did do that, you would not be able to use your healing actions.
So we can treat it as project actions.
You can treat it as project actions. Yeah, actually, I would say that. That being said, I'm going to say that you guys are ready for a good night's rest. You get to do, I'll go ahead and list them, of course, because it's been a little bit. You can heal, it's a full rest, so you get to heal up entirely, repair your armor entirely, remove all stress if you wanted to. You get to choose 2 of these. Recover your stress entirely. You can work on a project, or you can prepare with somebody or yourself, which will gain you a hope or 2 hope, depending on if you're doing it for 2 people.
Armor question.
Yeah.
This thing's got destroyed. Is it just donezo?
If it's done, yeah, it's done.
Okay. I'm just gonna
You have the
change
backup,
armor.
though.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna change armor then.
Cool. Bear in mind, if you still have 1 left, if you needed to mid-combat, you can throw it on
Okay.
if you wanted to.
Well, I just broke one.
Oh, you
my
totally
last one.
broke it. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. So yeah, you can go ahead and equip that. That would not cost as an action, just as a heads up. You can still choose the 2. So I would say, Eddie, what are you doing the 2 for tonight?
For tonight, I had myself over to the open forge, and I kind of ignite it, and I start working on a project, mostly repracticing the skills that I developed just to work on the guns, but for general use. I also do repair my armor while I'm there.
Okay.
While I'm doing this, I'm going to show you kind of what I do.
Okay.
I make a brand,
A brand of your own.
and I
Like a
then
cattle brand or?
brand both of my weapons handles with the Mark of Dean.
Oh, okay. All right. You go ahead and be able to do a little metalworking with that. Absolutely. So you are able to mark your weapons in that way. Absolutely.
That's pretty sick.
Does that work towards working up a blacksmithing profession?
I would say that would walk towards a in terms of professions, I would say that you are, if you want to go this route,
Yeah.
you are a amateur blacksmith. You can't do, like, as an example, for blacksmithing, because I haven't written it all out, but I will say if you want to go ahead and start diving into blacksmithing.
I'll keep that in mind, but we can discuss that later.
Correct. I would say that you are able to, without using one of your actions, being an amateur, you can roll a d4 to repair somebody's armor without using one of your actions.
Huh.
I'll keep that in mind for the next rest.
Yep. And it can be someone else. It doesn't have to be you. But it's a d4, so it's kind of random, so to speak, on how much you actually can repair someone's armor. But as you level up in your profession, you'll be able to go ahead and eventually it won't even cost anything to repair somebody's as you get into novice or etc.
That's pretty cool.
Felely, what are you doing for tonight?
I'm going to heal up a little bit,
Okay.
and then I can clear my hope, right?
You can go ahead and add a hope.
Or add my hope, I guess.
If you want to prepare with somebody else, you can add 2 hope if you wanted to.
Do you need hope?
I was actually gonna heal myself and try the alchemy.
I'll say that you can prepare with Zephyr, and you'll have a moment to talk with one another.
Okay.
So, in the middle of the night, you and Zephyr end up kind of at the bar. From some of the booze that he is able to get a hold of during the middle of the deal. There is no one at the bar. Candles are dimly lit. And you have a moment with Zephyr. Go ahead and add 2 hope. And Zephyr will add 2 hope.
Yeah.
But you have a moment with him as you're kind of sitting there. And you notice that he's kind of flipping through. He's jotting down the notes that you each had given him about this each particular creature. He'll just bark. You see him kind of writing out and kind of looks over at you as he begins to take a swig of some wine.
What'd you learn?
I mean, it's a cult if I've ever seen one.
Symbols. A little worried about that. That's usually cult-like.
Reminds me of the orcs that killed my brother. Trying
Yeah.
to take people, kill them for some sort of gain. I wonder if it's tied to the same kind of deity they were worshipping. Whatever they were doing.
I don't remember any symbol, do you?
On the orcs?
On any of the corpses, like your brother?
Not my brother, no.
Finn, do you mind getting Zeke out?
Yeah, the symbol's near the one we found on the water ganassi. But it just seems too similar. It's eerie. It makes me wonder what's inside that hole.
It's a little worrisome.
We should figure out who that person is, though. I seen his face in the bar.
Yeah. I think he was the one taunting Eddie
Fuck that.
to shoot. It's weird.
I agree. I had a hunch. That brothel. The winking wench or whatever the fuck they're calling it.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's got some ties to this too. That'd be a good spot to kidnap people. You're with a woman, you get drugged, they take you. That makes sense.
I did say that I was there last night. Last night was a ride, I'll tell you that much. They're talented, but my instincts tell me that
Actually,
I was very distracted with the dancers.
I feel like it's part of the point.
They got my attention. That's admittedly easy to do. But you might be onto something. I don't know if it's just the symbol is what worries me. Especially what happened to your brother.
I agree.
Whether it be some kind of cult, whether it be connected, it's hard to say, but we might want to start there to get some more answers.
Yeah. Because Zephyr was with us, right?
Yeah, I was there.
I'm not with the group.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
He was
Okay,
there.
I was.
He was there for that.
So maybe in the morning, after I drop off these corpses, get our money.
Well,
Hours?
It's not over yet, though.
it's not over yet. I don't know if they'll actually pay us.
A head's a head,
It's true.
but
But the job's not.
I don't think
fully
the
done
job's
yet.
fully done.
But if they at least pay us something, we can restock.
We might know something about the water galaxy, that's for sure.
And yeah, we'll probably figure something out that they can ask.
We need to figure out that, see where he was going.
So hopefully get a few shekels, get some more potions, get back after it.
Let's do it.
So that ends your prepare. I would say that Oram, what are you doing tonight?
Can I try some? I'm gonna heal my HP.
Okay, so that's one of your actions.
Can I try my hand in alchemy?
Alchemy.
Cooking that food.
All right.
He's cooking meth in his...
So what are you trying to do?
We have to cook.
Can I make sleep potions?
Do you have any materials for that?
What would be required?
You're not sure.
Can I learn if... I guess, can I just read up on alchemy?
I could
Become
say
an amateur?
in the middle of the night, with this desire of yours, you decide to go ahead and head over to the Scholars. There is an apothecary shop here in town, which you already had visited. However, Scholars, they have a lot of books. They have a lot of things.
I need recipes.
You notice that Hawthorne is deep into a book. It is in the middle of the night, yet she is the only one with a candle and flipping through pages. She is absorbed into whatever she is reading at this point in time.
Disturb her, but can I read the title of the book?
Go ahead and roll a instinct roll. Oh, I'm sorry, a knowledge roll.
It's Mein Kampf.
Sure, it's not instinct.
I would say it's knowledge. You're kind of analyzing.
7 with hope.
With hope. Take the hope. That being said, I would say that you catch the first word, and that is clearly stated Zambog.
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 That is, and we've heard that that's the church of...
Correct. So she is currently inside the curse. So as you kind of quickly glance over to the right-hand side, where there's only one light kind of emitting right now, and you notice just barely in the candlelight the title Zambog. You step into this cathedral, and you notice with that roll, I would say in the dark, just kind of stained glass everywhere, but every now and then you see the depiction of a black dragon.
Black Dragon.
But I would say I want you to go ahead and see once again a knowledge roll
Okay.
to see if you're able to depict anything alchemic.
13.
13 with fear?
12.
12.
Minus 1.
Okay. So you end up taking a look around and you notice that Hawthorne is... She doesn't even notice your presence.
Yeah, I wasn't even know.
The rest of the scholars have gone to bed. However, I will say that you're able to notice an introduction to alchemy book that you're able to take with you.
Okay.
So you weren't able to read it at any point in time. You ended up going to bed. However, you do have a book of alchemy.
Yeah, Introduction to Alchemy.
Correct.
Thank you.
All right. That being said,
Can I add that to my inventory?
yeah, add it to your inventory. Absolutely. All right, so we're all done for tonight. We're just about ready. We have about 20 minutes left before we could technically go further, but that's the 3-hour mark. I'm going to say that the morning happens. So, you end up all getting a decent night's rest, doing each individual task, finding some certain things out, and etc. You all meet on down to Torrent's bar, and Torrent looks at the three of you and gives a nod. And when he does that, so, how did last night's spooky visit go?
We kicked ass.
I heard quite the cries here and there while I was serving my own beer.
What did
It
you
went
see?
well.
Did you see anything?
I saw a lot of drunk people just as always. With that being said, I have a few things for you for breakfast.
Oh.
Yes.
That we have
America.
pork, sausage, and eggs for
John,
tonight.
I have not had food.
I know, I'm so
I'm
sorry.
very hungry.
Yes.
And I'm pretty drunk.
Well, this might help you. Just
Okay,
kidding.
well,
That being said, I would say due to the night's rest and your connection with Torrent / the Couriers Guild that Tyr is a part of, you guys receive... It's an okay breakfast. 1 temporary health added to your health bar.
Like bonus?
Bonus.
I'm just gonna add a little plus.
And just as a heads up, that right there is if you were to take on the cooking profession, you could cook for everyone in the morning.
Dude.
It's a
That's
basic
another
preference.
style.
So you all have temporary 1 HP. That just means that you have 1 extra HP that when you fall asleep at night, it goes away.
Okay.
So the following morning, if you have the ingredients, you can go ahead and add more.
Dude. Chef Vasco Felely. Fuck yeah.
There
Dude,
you
you're a palico?
They're cooking that shit up, dude.
So it tastes okay. It tastes palatable. It's not the best bacon eggs that you've ever had. However, it fills you up, granting you 1 temporary HP. You can see that Zephyr is hungover. He is kind of pinching his forehead, and Felely, you know that he had prepared the bodies for the night to be able to go ahead and deliver those. He walks on into the building itself and drops a portion of the guild. So he states, as he walks in, pinching his forehead and temples, so we got half pay, but we don't know the entirety of this. You each end up getting, for half pay, 2 bags of gold.
Nice, baby.
Each of you.
We'll have to make sure.
We get the other half once we figure out what the fuck's happening in this town.
I'm surprised we got any at all.
I'm gonna drink a lot of water. Felely, what we were talking about last night. See if we can get a identification on this.
And he chucks in a bag the head of the water ganassi as it rolls on over to you.
The guildmaster had no idea who he was, but I know we saw him the other night.
Can I roll for, is it that water ganassi that was putting his arm over Eddie?
No, it was not him. It was the one that was provoking Eddie to shoot bottles.
Fuck him.
Fuck that guy.
Would I
That's
know
what
that
I'm
or no?
saying.
I feel like I would not know that, would I?
I'm gonna see. No, you would not know that.
Heard.
I'm gonna see if, although I will say, as it rolls on across Torrent's bar, I'm gonna see if he recognizes him.
Who's Torrent? Can I give him hope?
Torrent. You cannot give him hope.
Can I
He
give
looks
him hope?
down at that. No,
Because I saw the guy.
I'd say as it rolled over and it kind of like not unravels, but kind of just peeked out, and you see the rolled back eye underneath the leather sack. You see Torrent kind of look down at it, and he says, I think that's the owner of the Dragon Piss Bar around the corner.
We haven't even explored Been
He
there, yeah.
comes to our establishment late at night. I'm not entirely sure why he frequents here. What's his tie to you? Was he a part of the fight next night? Last night.
Yeah, he took a chunk out of Zephyr. Right, Zephyr?
You see Zephyr and he kind of holds out, and you notice that just these kind of shark-like bite on his shoulder and kind of
And
patches it up.
We saw him emerge out of the water, right? All
Through
of us
the-
did.
You did. You saw him emerging out of the water.
Okay, so he emerged out of the water, the big body of water, right? GM?
The smaller bottle of
It was-
water where
okay.
you were. Behind you.
So he emerged out of the small body of water, the one that has the 3 different tunnels.
Correct. That we're pushing water through.
I'm just relaying that to Zephyr, or
Torrent.
Torrent.
He's the owner of that bar.
So, and my character wrote down the symbol. He had this on his, where his neck was below his shirt, and I showed the symbol. Obviously, it looks like a 5-year-old drew this because I'm stupid and I don't know how to draw. But
You're telling me?
I'm telling you,
You should see the shit I'm doing right now.
well, it's better than mine.
He looks at it with a natural 20.
Nice.
I think that I've seen that on one of the dances.
The water ganassi?
No, not the water ganassi. I'd say with a natural 20. I remember seeing it on a gnome
A gnome.
that dances at the brothel down south.
Brothel.
Could you add like 10
Gnome.
FM? Like that font.
Male or female or
Male.
It's like a thicker font. Yeah.
brothel gnome.
Male. Short brown hair, blue eyes.
Short.
But it's gotta be like a flame.
One of the male dancers that dance there.
Short. Brown hair.
Tan skin, if I recall.
Blue eyes.
I haven't been there very often, but
Exactly.
I did notice that was interesting.
And it's the brothel down south. Do we know the brothel's name? The establishment?
Feely, did you write down the name of the brothel
Yeah.
from what you
Was
saw?
It was
It's like
Dragons come or dragons?
no. Wench's Teat.
Wench's Teat.
Wench's tea. It does have the drunken wench in it, though.
But
Does the drunken wench
I feel
have
like
the
I've
chicken
seen
strips?
that on that dancer.
Okay, so this is going to be a big point. of
Natural
interest.
20.
Big point of interest. I'm going to make sure to highlight this for next session.
There you are.
Guys. Okay, guys. I'm pretty tipsy, so if I wrote that down right, we'll find out later.
There you go. All right, so we still have about 10 minutes left. We can either end the session here, or if you wanted to do anything else before whatever you might end up doing.
We have 1 out of 2 days till we get our armor.
Yeah.
So we still have to wait a day.
We did an investigation today, and then
We could do an investigation. We could try to recollect between all of us where that last scream came from that woman.
Do you know that it came from it was probably somebody that was just, I will say you're very fixated on that,
I am very.
and due to potential drunkenness. I would say that people were just kind of randomly being grabbed from the streets into the water.
Where did we?
It was all around that bell.
over yonder, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Feely had noticed just across the way, some dude just being dragged into the
I
water.
feel it. I trust feeling.
So just in case.
Yes, thank you. Sorry to the.
No, no worries.
Sorry.
So
Cut that.
yeah, we still have like
Cut that.
roughly about 10 minutes. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to do or begin before we eventually head into the next session?
I think I just plot, I guess, for next session.
Yeah, go ahead and plot.
Plot and maybe go to Hawthorne.
I will say at this point in time, Hawthorne hasn't shown up yet, so you might have to fill her in. She didn't notice your presence at all during that. She rolled a 3. She was absorbed
I'm pretty
into.
forgetful.
what she was reading. So the three of you with Zephyr and Torrent are all right there. Felely in front of you to kind of paint the image. You have the head of a water ganassi, very shark-like in presence. Mm-hmm. You do know that they are the owner of the dragon's spit.
Dragon spit. Okay, I put dragon piss.
Oh, sorry, dragon piss. Thank you.
Okay,
Dragon piss.
Okay.
I was making sure.
Dragon spits the drink.
The drink, yes.
Okay. So we'll check that out.
So that's a place of interest.
And then the whorehouse.
We do know the Horde's house.
No male with that tattoo.
So in Oram did notice, just to kind of recollect, there is a dancer there, because I know that both you and Eddie were talking. There is a dancer there, a gnome male, that dances there, that has the tattoo that is described. Or the branding, rather.
Oh, it is a branding.
It's a brand. I apologize. Nice.
Okay. We'll check those two places out.
So you all have a moment to yourselves as you want to plan.
Alright. I want to make a ruckus with the dragon piss owner. I want to drag his head in there so everyone can see it.
We could do that and then the brothel afterwards.
Yeah, we can go in that route, absolutely.
plan.
You all were paid.
The gnome is a dancer or a hooker?
He is a dancer.
He's a dancer at
specifically.
another location.
Now there is a brothel. It is the brothel, but Torrent specifically used the term dancing.
Okay.
I had simply noticed that he's one of the ones that were dancing on one of the poles at the night. There are three. One in the main stage, and he was like a backup dancer, if I recall.
We could try to hire him.
Wench's Teat is the location of the place, yeah.
Correct.
We could try to hire him for like a private thing and just interrogate him or something, torture him a
Yeah, we
little
can
bit.
have Eddie
Bear in mind, they're
hire
only
him.
open at night.
Dude, I have an interrogation technique that I've been wanting to do for a long
Good.
time.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Try and be subtle.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And I know that...
They weren't subtle.
Was it Eddie? You're not the most subtle from the other night, shooting some bottles.
I'll be subtly efficient.
That's what I'm hoping for.
And Eddie kind of like gestures at the bullets that are kind of in his pouch. They're on the strap.
Yeah. That being said, the owner, his name, just for reference, is Boren.
Boren?
Boren. Borren.
Owner.
Now, that being said, I have no idea what the business is going to be handling after its death. But I'm sure that a point of contact in there is another water ganassi. His name is Droplet, oddly enough.
We can kill him too.
Droplet. Contact him. He's the assistant manager. He kind of actually runs the business.
So he's to be trusted.
I wouldn't say that he'd be trusted.
Trust a water ganassi? You crazy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, especially with you.
Fuck you.
Hey!
I would bear in mind that the water ganassi are not very trusting people.
Really?
After the end of the calamity, they came here from the water ethereal plane, looking for aid. We arrived here, and when we arrived and began establishing it like a civilization here, after we got our own relic to keep us safe, they came from a water portal, from the very bell itself. A lot of them were refugees, as if they were just attacked. That being said, that I think the Crawling King's army hit them last within these 200 years. If you get a chance, talk to some of them. They're making life here, but they're new within the last 2 years of us being here. Yes.
Sorry. I just thought of something.
What'd you
I'm
think?
more observant when I've been drinking. This is kind of stupid and crazy at the same time. When Eddie shot into that creature,
Yes.
one of the creatures, GM,
Oh, yes.
it emitted a dark mist coming out of it.
Dark mist coming out. Sounds like the Crawling King's essence.
Calling King's essence.
Magical
So,
damage.
okay.
Eddie's kind of just like he's got his arms crossed, covering his dark spot, looking away.
So these creatures are possibly being controlled by the Crawling King.
You see that Torrent crosses his arms.
Oh,
Um,
yes. Yes.
I honestly, I'm not sure. I feel like this symbol has more meaning to it. I've never seen a Crawling King symbol other than usually symbolic symbols. Skulls with void-like flame in them.
Well, do you remember when we, with the butchers, with Felely's? Because Torrent was there for that, right?
He was there during that time.
So we
yes.
we described everything to him, how they came through
Well, I would say that
the blue flame.
we were talking about that after. So Felely and Oram do not know that.
Oh, they don't know that.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, I am.
That was a little.
Sorry, viewers. Cut that out, viewers. Cut that out.
But the Crawling King only has his essence in that way. Otherwise, black flame is what showcases the Crawling King.
What about the mist that comes out?
Mist.
When Eddie shot into one of the creatures, the mist was pouring out of one of the creatures.
I haven't seen that myself.
Right.
But there is mist.
Dark mist.
Once again, Eddie
Anyone that is touched with the Crawling King's essence, that is part of his power behind every attack.
So, do you think that maybe the Crawling King is trying to infiltrate the city?
He's always trying to infiltrate. He's always trying to lurk. At this point in time, I need, before we end tonight's session, I need each of you to roll a finesse roll.
Thank God. You go first.
Thank you.
Oh, plus 2, right?
12. No, just 12. Fear.
Finesse.
I don't have anything.
Oh, God, I hope I get good.
Random hope to gain.
14 with hope.
Okay? Take the
Nice.
hope.
I just thought it out loud. 16 hope.
16, take the hope. So, as this happens, as you're kind of talking about the Crawling King, for those that remember, one of the things that happened in Siren's Bell is a tidal wave. So this giant wave begins to emit, and as you are sitting there with your drinks, and you notice that your glasses and the food that you have in front of you as you're eating begin to shake and quiver, and you look behind you, behind Torrent's bar, and you notice this giant black wave of water kind of beginning hits the water itself. Some of you grab onto. Anyone that rolled 14 and above, you do not take damage. Anyone that rolled below that
Sorry, Felely.
ends up taking 3 HP.
I am lucky.
HP.
I meets it, I beats it.
So, Felely, you're the only one. I would describe this to you. So, as this kind of hits, it is this massive tidal wave that encompasses the whole city and hits hard. And Felely, since you rolled, unfortunately, you notice as the water hits and you're beginning to, I would say, because you're amphibian, take that in half.
Yay!
So, just 1 HP.
Oh, 1
I would say 1 HP. it hits the water, it encompasses as if everything immediately is underwater for a few seconds. You feel these skeletal hands beginning to rake across your face, your skin, your body, and even your soul as it begins to kind of hit the ground and wash away. You notice that, I would say, across the way on the docks itself. Oh, sorry, let me use this. Okay. Tusk is fine. He shrugs off the water itself as if he's handled this several times. However, you notice that a woman that is kind of just walking across the docks itself, when the water hits and underwater with your vision underwater, you notice that her flesh, her muscle is torn away from her. And it washes away, and you see the skeletal figure of a woman that just falls to the ground and lays there, immediately killed.
Oh my god.
And that ends tonight's session. That being said, once again, we are past the dice. Thank you for joining us on this adventure, Daggerheart adventure, and we'll see you all next time. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
I was thinking.